for a second.
Okay, Gooners, I'm back.
I'm putting my shit on Ban Ban.
I put that on Ban Ban.
That's on Ban Ban.
That's on Ban Ban for real.
You
Welcome back, Joe.
are silly boys. Did you ever go live, by the way, Hershey?
No, I'm doing that now.
Okay. Because I just realized, like, I generally am not seeing notifications while I'm already streaming. Yeah, so I have kept up with this, and I don't even know what are we on now, 1.6, 1.7. I got the fucking vampires story. Not even really vampires, but they feel like it. I feel like that's the vibe.
They're not a vampire if they don't drink blood.
It's like they're goths, so they're basically vampires.
Wow. Cheers.
Well, listen, you do wear all black and you're pale and you are known for sucking. So tell me where I'm wrong.
If I put D in my title, do you think it's TOS?
D?
No,
What is D?
Hershey, I put like
slang for dick.
Oh, I mean, my stream title the other night was I'm bleaching my hole and I was fine, so I think you can put dick full on in your title and you'll be fine.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I put like I'm pretty sure the last like 5 streams that I've had with you, Hershey, I've just titled I'm linking my shit.
Yes.
Yeah, I've had no problems.
I've noticed because I don't know, I was looking at your past streams for some reason and I was like, oh, so his titles are either like a noise, like or like I'm somethinging it.
Yeah, have you not noticed how? I suppose you might not have noticed, but on my alt account on Twitch, my stream title has never changed. Every single stream I do on my alt is just called Imagine Streaming. And it's never gonna change.
No, because you stream on there infrequently enough that I haven't noticed.
Yeah, and also my notification on Twitch for like all of my streams for the past 2 years has just been colon free.
Sleeping in that position couldn't have been.
Yeah, that I do know. Yes.
Alright, whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck it, we bowl.
I mean, that's your brand, so.
Ball? Is that the name of the title? Yeah.
No.
Just being able to see you sleeping.
No,
Okay,
you'll
we
see
gay.
the name of the title.
Highlight of my day. No, my entire month. Though it is a
You watch. I'm gonna change up my title game this weekend. You watch.
Okay. You probably will, with the memory you have, as we've established.
You're here super early today, Vivian.
Oh wow, apparently there's Zenless drops.
Bird's death
Wowee.
has stirred up quite the storm. I took some time to gather intel. It
I'm
seems
planning on
someone
doing an alt
deliberately
account stream
leaked the
tomorrow,
story
by the way.
that Hugo is an
Good to know.
illegitimate child of the Ravenlock
How do I...
family, but
Oh, I guess I have to
haven't found the
knock.
source yet.
No, if you are on, I will send you...
I am on.
Does that
Me when I...
does that shove our chats
I
together,
approach a
though?
door.
I guess let me see what happens.
It does.
It does, okay. Because I know there's also, like, cam shit, so I wasn't sure if it was going to try to be like, hey, share the dick cam with Hershey, and vice versa.
You have a dick cam?
Not that you know of.
Times.
Share the dick.
Yeah, I have a dick cam at all times that I just don't use.
He could be using Hugo's
Wow.
background to make
Fair.
people believe Mockingbird is just another top spot.
Okay, is this sharing our chats, though? Because I didn't see the pop-up about it.
To the upper class.
No, yeah. Once it's open, then you have to
Mockingbird
like
may be insignificant,
make sure that both
but
people are in the
has
call,
a
then
loyal
hit the share
following
chat
among
button.
regular folks.
Shared chat.
But after some digging, I was
Host can... Okay, Hershey, you had to do it because you're hosting.
turning on Hugo.
Which is very gay of you.
In a better light.
What?
Some
How do
people feel
I...
bad
What?
for him.
You know,
What?
like gays be like, can you host?
And Hartman's
No,
the
I
one
don't
getting all
know that.
Public
You know,
Why would I
because
know
they be
that?
having casual sex.
with many believing he murdered
Yeah,
her
yeah,
for
yeah. Gay
selfish
people be
gain.
yeah.
Tops is
Gay people have shit all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's time?
Tops.
Oh yeah, what do you like?
I've been doing that so much.
I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
yeah.
Tops is intentionally
like-
Like, you don't
keeping
even-
his distance from the
like,
Ravenlock
yeah.
family due to the
Like, so
current
much,
public
like,
They're
safety.
so
much you
mean to
wouldn't-
me. I
like,
can't
you
believe I
wouldn't
named
even-
my stream title, wow, my cat is nuzzling me and showing me affection, and then here you are being mean to me.
You wouldn't even understand like the amount of dead that is present
Based on
right
our
now.
past experience with Harding,
It's so much dead.
he's not the type to.
So true. So
I
true,
did,
so
though,
true, so
Aloe.
true, so true.
Like
He diz? Sorry, continue.
how do you know? How do I know what? About
So-
gays having sex?
I mean, I know so much. I would know so much about that. Like, you know, just like
Yes.
I'll be doing that, like-
Because I am a gay. Anyway, Ella, when you were like, hey, do you want to hang out? I had the feeling of like a cat owner being shown affection by their cat. I was like, oh, he wants to
God.
pay attention and be around me. Wow.
Men can't have shit.
Yeah.
Am I men or are you men?
I'm men.
Your cat. Are you hosting
Are you
Twinks in your
hosting
room?
Twinks in your room.
Uh,
I mean, I visited Joel twice.
Yeah, so technically I have, but he hasn't been here in a while.
Yeah. I probably won't be coming back for a while neither.
Yep. I think, I don't know if you were around, but there was some other stream recently where I thought for a moment, maybe it was even your stream, so never mind, where I thought Tig was coming to the US, and I was like, hey,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
don't though.
That was ours this weekend.
Who is Hartman? Who is Hugo? I don't know. It's, oh wait, no, we do know Hugo, that's the vampire. Hartman must be the mayor.
Oh, bro, I thought this was like the amount of dialogue options it was giving you. And I was
No.
like, damn,
I
what the
didn't
fuck?
I didn't absorb the information, so I'm looking at the chat log.
Does Ella's voice seem off, or is it my brain? One, I'm
He's
my
on a
laptop,
different
and
mic.
Two, like one, I'm on my laptop, so I could change things, and two, I do have like a slightly sore throat.
Yeah, because he
I've
was
been training.
being a big
people.
dominant top at work all day.
Yeah, so me as the guy who's earning minimum wage, I had to train 3 managers all at the same time
Yeah.
at work today.
Yeah, and then you're gonna do all their jobs and they aren't gonna do anything. So why even bother?
Yeah. Yep, I found out that one of them actually gets the pay increase that I thought that I was getting.
Bruh.
So that's really cool.
You got to get out of there.
Yeah, I fucking know.
Why you sound so sad?
It's my throat. It just kind of hurts to talk.
Poor baby, someone needs to give your throat attention.
Now, if you notice me clearing it often, it's because it keeps getting phlegm on it.
Damn.
Well, at least you're lubed up then.
You know, phlegm is such a fun word.
Agreed.
Especially because it's spelled with a G.
Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, phlegm.
Can I? Oh, no
Phlegm.
problem at all. I'm sure you have
Phleg-
important
phlegm.
faith and matters to discuss.
I figured
Me
the
when I'm
phlegm-
pledging it.
Take your time.
I'm fledging it. I'm
fledging
fledging
I'm
it.
flegging it.
I'm
I'm
fledging it.
flegging
I'm over here fledging my shit.
I like how that instantly activated both of you.
Wait, don't go outside.
I'm over here fledging my shit. I got
That's
no shit
the
about
fucking
shit.
key
I'm
jingle
like-
of the day, I guess.
I'm
Don't mind me,
fledgy
Lord
as
Bacon.
fuck, bro.
I
I'm like
wanted
a
to browse the
freak for real.
videotapes anyway.
I'm so freaking fledgy.
You are edgy.
I'll be right here. Just let.
I wouldn't say that.
Thank goodness Vivian didn't.
You are. I literally poked you and then it said, ow, the edge.
Pacing around
like,
outside
fucked
for like
up
half an
and-
hour and scared off at least
I'm like
five
so
of us.
freaking fucked up.
He's
Wait, how
stressing
do I
over what he
jump?
did to Hugo in front of Vivian. But
Oh.
he really needs to talk to
I'm
us.
stupid.
Maybe you should go speak
No,
with him
no.
first.
What's 9 plus 10?
Sure, I'll go talk to
I
him.
can't even look at
At the
you.
end of the day, we're all after the same
Holy
enemy.
fuck.
As proxies, we should become the
I'm
bridge
coming.
between them.
I think I literally saw a Zenless tier list today on like how every character would respond to that fucking stupid math problem.
What math problem?
The 9 and 10.
Master Proxy.
That's not a math problem. That's a math solution. It's had so many.
Yeah, it's
It's had,
Okay,
it's had so much shit
fucking-
come out of it.
CEO synergistic expert Alloprax. That's like
Effects new Eridus.
that sounds really goofy coming out of your mouth.
It's not a
Oh.
math problem. It's really a philosophical one.
Chad, did you hear my burp?
It insists upon itself.
Where the fuck is that from?
Family Guy.
Where the
Family Guy.
I've heard that. I was gonna say.
That's when
Yeah,
they're in
it's
the
from-
safe.
It's from Family Guy, where it's when
Or the
Peter's
panic
like,
room.
I didn't
I
like the
did not
Godfather.
care for the
Yeah.
Godfather. And then Lowe's like, but Peter, it's like the perfect fucking movie. You dumb.
That's a good Peter and Lois impression. I'm impressed.
Peanut's like the
Vivian
perfect
doesn't seem
movie.
down at all.
I do
In
like
fact,
that
she's
recently
been
context
actively
has been
gathering
given as
I
to
think she's
what
handling
it
this with
insists
even
upon
greater calm
itself
than I am.
means.
If you're
And
feeling bad
Seth
about what
MacFarlane
happened
being
with
like,
Hugo,
yeah, I don't know what it
it might
means
be a good
either, but
idea to talk to
my
Vivian
my film
what I've
teacher in
seen,
college
she's
said
not
it
as
about the
fragile as
sound
you
of
might
music
think.
and
That's
never
reassuring to
elaborated,
hear.
so I used
I
that in
trust
the
your
episode.
judgment. You've always
I'm trying to think if there's a movie that
Would you mind coming?
mostly my filter is just good and I don't watch things I don't care for, but I'm trying to think if I can think of anything that I would say it insists upon itself.
Oh, I've seen bad
SpongeBob.
movies. I've seen bad
Stay
movies.
neutral and
You
not-
love
Oh,
SpongeBob, what do you
okay,
mean?
That's
You
insane.
both have
That's
your own
insane.
stance on this. As a proxy,
SpongeBob.
I'll do
Which
my
is
want to
which
say
one?
SpongeBob, you creature.
Yeah, you just
I
want to say
respect that.
SpongeBob.
Thank you.
SpongeBob.
Patrick, Mr. Krabs, did.
The Sound of Music was my favorite movie growing up. Tig, I feel like every time we mention
Miss Vivian,
not like an obscure movie,
sorry about Hugo.
but just like
I
some fucking movie that's out there, you're like, oh yeah, that's my favorite movie ever.
I'm also part of the
You're fucking eloquent, man. Like my favorite movie when I was growing up was like fucking SpongeBob movie or some shit. I forget. It was like
Now that we're men.
That was also
No, that was like it was like that, or it was like
Miss
actually no Minions movie, the first one that was peak.
holy shit.
Actual
Wait,
born after the year 2000 moment.
When did the Minions movie come out?
Master Proxy.
I don't know if that's true.
This might,
I'm thinking of
this
this
might
and
really
Romeo
upset
and
you.
Juliet, Tig. I don't have any other
When I say
examples,
them-
but still.
That's not necessary.
right, I say Minions movie, I mean Despicable Me 1. I
Okay.
forget when that came out. I think it was like 2010?
That sounds about right, maybe?
I was in high school.
You're right.
I was like 2.
Wait, that
That's-
you were not in high school then.
Wait,
okay,
20
it released 2010, so I was 8.
I was in
Also,
eighth
yeah,
grade.
no, you weren't too. Hold on.
I
I was in high school then.
Yeah, I was in 8th grade.
Gnomeo and Juliet slaps. I don't think I could stand that.
I think
Romeo.
I think we should have a Romeo and Juliet watch party that Aloe has to come to.
No,
No,
No, I don't.
just play the
I'm glad
sequel
you
where they
guys
have
are
like
on
the
the same
Sherlock
page.
Holmes guy.
Why do I
no.
feel like
Okay,
I'm being
you.
left
I will only.
Master Proxy.
I will only join if we can run the entire script through Google Translate 50 times and then have like AI voice like
If
act
you-
it out. and
If
then I'll
you
watch the
want to
movie.
set that up, I will watch it.
The mayor wants
No.
to work with us.
You're the tech man, though.
He will demonstrate his sincerity.
Hold,
and
you are like my fucking dad.
Mockingbird will not
but-
offer the
but-
Chat,
but-
chat, clip it. He said I'm his dad.
change.
But like, what do you mean you don't know how to do? Alex, my phone isn't working. What do you mean you don't know how to use iPhones? You're the tech guy.
I mean,
You
I
don't
definitely
do this
didn't
shit.
hit you up before stream saying, "Hey, my funny box isn't working."
But for some high
Yeah, and then I'm like, cool. I live 4,500 miles away. Just
Well, to be
fucking try
fair-
the basic troubleshooting stuff.
To be fair, you did say like, "Hey, make sure you're doing shit. This happens to me all the time." So like, evidently that wasn't a dumb thing for me to be asking you. What's dumb is that I just had to do the same fix 3 times, and then it worked on the 3rd time.
to think this through.
Yeah, it's that's Windows for you. That's just
I
Windows.
completely understand.
Windy's nuts. I'm tired of it.
You can find me at the Ballet Twins.
Switch to Linux.
Nah.
Yeah, exactly. So shut up.
But anyway, I don't know how to fucking AI generate a whole script in voice.
Money and Nvidia.
I don't know. No.
Well then, fucking shut up.
You could just watch it normally because you love Tig and you want to make him happy.
I don't care for Gnomeo and Juliet.
Well, at least
I
we
did
can
not care for The Godfather.
at least we can watch
did
Party of the
not care.
Minecraft movie soon.
I did not care for The Godfather.
I would happily watch Family Guy.
But Peanut's like the perfect.
I could also see if Kiki wants to like plan that out and plan out some Family Guy nights because we probably have like a season or half a season of backlog.
Robert Duvall. Fine.
I have-
Fine.
Connect the call
Just
to
didn't
the
like
I
mayor.
have every episode ever made on the fucking backlog.
You watched a couple
I've
with
never
us
properly
before.
watched it. Yeah, but like the only times I like really watch Family Guy is when I'm like at my grandparents' caravan, and the only thing they have there is TV because the 4G signal is so shit.
You say everything so delightfully.
Is this?
What do you mean?
Is this?
Is
this short one a robot?
The bunny?
This one that I'm looking at.
Hold on, I don't actually have your visual. Let me get your visual.
Before he died, he was researching sacrifices and was said to have
Oh, short one, short one, short one.
The problem was,
Oh, yeah, she's an android. She looks 12, but she's a 1,000-year-old robot or something, so you can fuck her.
Yes. The Japanese classic.
Yeah. And she's the kind of character I was talking about. She's flat-chested.
major exaltist activities.
The only reason I ask is I'm like, this character talks very robotic, and their legs do not look connected to their body.
Right, yeah, they have like visible joints and stuff.
Okay.
What were you saying, Joe?
Whoa, that was.
What was I saying?
I was talking about my grandparents' caravan.
Oh, yeah, because, well, even there, you said it normal there, you said caravan, but before, like, the caravan, I don't know, you, like, put emphasis on it in a way that was funny.
Caravan. I don't know. What was your guys' favorite movie as a kid?
It depends on, like, what you count as a kid, I guess.
Literally any time up until now, because you're a child.
Okay, kill yourself. What do you like? Because I could mean like anything between like 0 and 18, really. So that could be fucking anything.
Haven't been active since.
I really liked Lilo and Stitch and Treasure Planet a lot, and I also really liked the Digimon movies, specifically the R War Game part.
I only saw that relatively recently.
Ugh.
What do you mean? Ugh, I saw it.
Is it possible?
Yeah, but you didn't see it in the right time frame.
Oh, you didn't see it at the right time. Ooh.
When did you get into Digimon?
What, like 2020?
Oh wow, okay.
When the card game released, and then I was like, you know, if I like the game, I should probably just.
Is the card game only 5 years old?
Yeah. It
Wow.
hit 5 years old. Most.
You know that wasn't long enough ago. You should have got back in. You should have got into it in 1904.
Yeah, you should.
That's when the real fans got into it.
Your first words out the womb should have been Agumon.
Well, yeah. When you digivolve out the womb into a human baby.
Yeah, exactly. And when my mom was pregnant with me, when I was first conceived, she should have said I digivolved into a pregnant woman.
It's when you come out of your mom, it's a reverse Jogress.
It's a reverse Jogress. You de-digivolve.
Yeah.
And when that happens, public trust will shift towards
Oh, Shinka.
And as the mayor, you might find yourself in an unfavorable situation.
I need to continue the Digimon animes because I started season 2. And
We fucking finally just finished Ghost Game. So now I'm all caught up for the new like lizard character one that's coming out.
I'm not some hero.
Yeah,
and I don't believe
what's
in
it called?
lofty ideals or empty promises.
I watched a little bit of Ghost Game when it was coming out, and I really liked Ghost Game.
It's solidly mid, but there's stuff to like.
I mean, I don't know how it is later, but I saw like the first maybe 10, 15 episodes as I do.
It's basically that the entire time, and then like the last 4 episodes have plot.
No wonder I couldn't.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. It's. I don't think it's a series I would want to down all in one go.
Sure. It's definitely better than Applemon.
I don't know much about the Applemon stuff. Funny enough, the card game literally only now is just getting stuff from that series. They avoided it for a long time, and I don't know why. Because I don't know much about that series.
There's a few designs in there I like, but it's mostly just like, okay, way to like not be like the other girls, I guess.
I don't know. They've been. The card game has done a lot of like big stroking for like season 1 and Tamers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
but they've done a lot of stuff for like Frontiers and Frontiers Ghost Game has gotten a lot of support. Right now they've done a ton of support for the manga.
And she's involved.
What's it called? Liberator. And they've done a couple of things for the manga that came out before Liberator that I forget the name of.
I am so hopeful for, not expectant, but hopeful for the lines from Liberator to show up in Time Stranger.
Looks like you both are on board with this commission and ready to help recover the sacrifices.
Okay.
But I feel like it's too new, and so they won't.
This affects a lot of people in New Era.
I don't know, they might do some stuff.
We might get like one, like Terramons, and that's it.
A new set comes out like every few months, so I wouldn't discount it happening soon.
Or like the Vital Bracelet guys, like Espimon and the yellow one.
Oh, I mean, well, yeah, they've already made a bunch of stuff for Espimon.
Right, I know, but like put them in the games. I feel like the games is all just like the first 3 gens of the anime, and that's it.
Oh, yeah. They definitely have favorites.
I would never turn down Lord. This is the path I follow.
Oh, do I only get 2? That's annoying. Creature, what are you up to while we're zenlessing our zeros?
I am putting my first EP on Bandcamp.
EP. I kind of know how to play Vivian. Shut up, game. I managed to pull her. I'm so lucky because I'm like actually somehow keeping up with like every new character that comes out. -1, but then I got her. But now I'm like so tapped out, I don't know if I'd be able to get the next guy, and they just announced a bunch of other cool new characters for like the 2.0 that's coming out. They got Kung Fu Panda, they got fucking gray-haired, gold-eyed girl number 3.
Or did the Exaltus decide
They have like a girl with like a robot demon tail or something.
if these
The problem is I really like every character in this. Their designs
they could
are
awaken and
killing
turn
it.
anyone nearby? She wouldn't risk moving them unless it was absolutely necessary. Did she realize the mayor was looking
When are they
into
going to put
this?
the Digimon?
They need to take that Monster Hunter penis guy and make a Digimon out of him.
The Monster Hunter penis guy? Oh, you're talking about Kezu.
Yeah, that one.
I was so confused. I'm like, who's the Monster Hunter penis guy?
You know, the penis guy.
Because I was thinking of a human character, not a monster.
No, the penis monster.
Oh yeah, the cum monster, if you will.
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady bunch.
The
No
cum
surprise they've gone downhill
monster.
over the years.
I heard they were pretty
Is that your new single?
What kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
business did they run?
True.
Is that your EP?
No clue. On the surface,
My
their
EP?
business has seemed legit.
Yeah, your EP.
Who knows what was happening behind the curtain?
I'm not that EP yet.
Probably something with the sacrifices.
I'm
How else would he know about the dormant ones left around?
I stream for 20 minutes.
He was.
I mean, that's what the edging
Even
stream
if those
would be.
original sacrifices didn't work out, he had a backup plan.
Backup plan.
You
The
gotta
edging
level up your
stream would-
edging.
Well, that's beyond
Yeah,
me.
the edging
I just
stream.
happened to overhear
Maybe
something while I was next to Mr.
I think it
That's
would-
gonna be my tagline when I release like the official Level Up Joe Tengu or something. Level up your
When you
edging.
Do you
release-
think we'll ever have a normal life in the Hollows?
I would never.
Those questions you shouldn't be asking.
I do think it would be a funny idea
There's
because
nothing
I
here
think it
anyway.
rides the line of
leave
TOS
the hollow
very
and report
thinly
back on
to a
what we found.
funny point.
And we'll make it just in time to clock.
It would be so funny if you had like a fucking perfect poker face. You're like streaming on Twitch. It's completely
can-
normal. There's no idea. You go
Oh,
on
I can
Twitter.
easily do it.
You
The
have
poker
you
face
have
is not
like
the problem.
you have like a sign underneath that says like, "Hey, this is me, Hershey, at this Twitch channel," and you can prove it by like moving your arm up and down
She's an
below and like
Exaltus.
waving or something.
Human lives have never mattered.
That would be so funny.
The more people get dragged in, the greater the danger.
Vivian, you seem a bit frazzled.
All that to say, you should absolutely do this.
Up.
Here's the thing: the poker face is not the problem. I know I could
apologize
keep
for
the
losing my
poker face.
composure. Please don't mind me. The she I'm referring to is
I
the
have a decent amount
That's why the
I guess I would
moment
say
heard about
mental
the
fortitude
sacrifices,
to
I felt compelled
not
to uncover the truth. I never meant to hide anything from you. It's just
you know, break character or
Sure.
anything.
And then on the other end of the spectrum, you have Aloe, who like comes every time he burps.
I'm not ready
Break
to face them
kayfabe
yet.
or something.
So, Lord
I don't
Faithen,
come when I burp. I just think
please
it's
give
funny
me a little more
sometimes.
time.
Yeah, the natural bottom urge to just fucking
I
moan and
promise
come.
I'll tell you everything.
Can you imagine busting every time you burp? That would suck.
He would die from dehydration.
The person standing in front of me now.
No, I wouldn't, because I
As
drink
for
a lot.
everything else, we
That's
can
why I
talk
burp so much.
whenever you're ready to share.
Lord Faithen.
How is your fizzy
If it
tonight?
wasn't such a hurry, I'd spend 3 whole hours singing
Uh,
your praises.
I
I'll
drank.
make
I've
note
had
of
like
this and make sure to get it
almost
done
2
before
liters of fizzy
bedtime.
Vimto, which I don't think that's healthy.
Let's track
like-
down those dormant sacrifices.
That's some American levels of consumption.
Realize someone's after them by now.
My throat hurts, so I've just
Wish
been.
we knew
Is that all in you, or have you
Fine.
pissed it out already?
I've pissed out like most of it.
I can
feel
only
a little
imagine that you, I don't know, that you process everything very quickly.
bit. If
something bad is about
yeah,
to happen.
generally, like I will have if I have like a 500ml can of something or a bottle, like a standard sized bottle of something, it'll go through me in about an hour.
Okay.
Like I went for a piss like maybe half an hour ago, and I can feel another one making its way down there.
POV, he's pregnant and he can feel it coming. Hershey, do you know the pregnant Sonic meme / song?
He had his reasons.
Kind of.
You know, pregnant Sonic. There's nothing wrong with pregnant
Mockingbird
Sonic.
might
That
be
one.
Seen as the bad guys by a lot of people.
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, a streamer I watched and referenced Basil had a pregnant Basil song made about him, and now I really want a pregnant Aloe song.
Mockingbird is what put me on the right path.
This game is not realistic. That's not how EMPs work.
For the first time, I needed
Well, I mean,
more than just
go and fucking commission it, I guess, as long as they don't use AI.
I mean, I'll just do it myself. I'll just learn how to sing and do music.
nothing here either.
Yeah, well, so you're gonna sing?
If I have to. In service of the
Right.
pregnant Aloe song?
Image line, Ableton, and Apple. Make sure this man does not get a hold of a digital audio workstation ever.
Wait, what's happening? You're trying to
You're
you're trying to like animate Aloe being pregnant or something.
no,
he's
just the
trying to-
song.
He's trying to make a song about it, and I'm telling FL Studio to ban his ass from buying it.
Alright, I'm gonna be honest, Joe. If you make that
Are you
song, I
trying
am
to
not
stop the
listening.
exaltists?
Mean.
What
What if I put it in the dating sim, though?
Put it.
You know
If
what
you put it in the
Brandon did
dating
back
sim,
then.
I'll fucking Alt F4.
Yeah, like one of the endings, Hershey gets you pregnant or something.
Make sure this
Alt
man never
F4.
cooks. Thank you, Watcher.
They were necessary.
Yeah.
Watcher, come on. You don't want the pregnant Aloe song?
No.
You should do the same
Listen,
now.
listen. As a
didn't
song,
meet today.
absolutely not.
Take your
I'm
friends
sorry.
and leave.
What preferred media? What? How would you like your pregnant Aloe today, Mr. Hershey?
In no form whatsoever, I would say.
Like how you
I mean, if
helped
you're
her.
gonna do it, like, I don't know,
Vivian,
like draw it
you're
or something.
kind.
Or
If it's
I
a
want
fucking
he won't let me
if
make
it's
a pregnant
JPEG
emote.
on Twitter, then people can at least like scroll past it. If it's a song, people will hear it on
You
TikTok and go,
haven't changed a
"Damn,
bit,
I do
Vivian."
not care."
No
or
need
make
to
it
hide your
in
tears.
Blender or something.
No, it's gonna be like a sound redeem.
Model.
What's ahead for me?
It's gonna
A
be a
sound
sound redeem
redeem?
on whose stream?
Wait, what
Obviously
kind of
mine.
sound- What kind of sound redeem is an
One last
entire
piece of
song?
advice.
A good one.
Stay out of this.
No.
When I say song,
think
like 30 seconds to a minute. Like
Joe,
not.
as
a
your
minute,
friend,
long redeem. I could ruin your stream
Well, it would.
so easily.
It would be a bits thing.
Aloe,
I could ruin your stream
Joe,
so
If you want to pay me
Joe.
$10, sure.
Joe, as your friend, I'm going to be very honest here.
later.
Please do not ever do this.
You guys are so mean.
You-
I can't
yeah,
even do
but,
a
like,
pregnant Aloe song.
You act like he's going to. He has to fucking learn like the basics of music theory first.
I could just
Never mind
commission
all that
it.
Bullshit. You
well,
could.
that's not true, Aloe. A lot of people make music without understanding
Also,
how to make
yeah,
music.
I'm emulating something. I wouldn't have to like understand that. I just have to be like, oh, I do this and this.
You can also pay someone to do it.
You've been gone forever.
All of these things have already been said like 7 times. I'm not here for it. I want to shut up. Like, please.
Most of them were already
No.
empty. No dormant sacrifices.
I'm gonna keep talking and agree with you.
It would be real bits though.
No, agree with me, don't.
And there's
just-
there's nothing you can do about it. I agree with you, you bitch.
That's
Stupid,
fine. I appreciate
stinky
the
man.
glaze sesh. Stinky.
Stinky. The poopy butt lore.
One of them.
All I said was,
Someone I once knew.
I said stupid bitch, and you're like,
I
this
thought she would
glaze
leave the
session.
Exaltists after
The
Lance.
glazing goes crazy.
But she
The crazy part is they're not even glazing.
The crazy part, it genuinely stupid and bitch in the same sentence. God, he's so
I
true.
stayed with the Exaltists
He is so true.
back then.
He is so true.
Landon was one of the most
My friend has a
respected
song
figures
when
among the
someone raids.
Exaltists in
It's
this
25
region.
seconds.
A lot
Oh my
happened.
god. For raids, that's too much. If someone wants to pay me like $5 to $10 in bits, and then I get to like laugh at hee hee pregnant aloe, then that's okay.
Listen,
Yeah, I could do that for free by playing the fucking sound effect on my computer.
I just do not like content creator music. I'm sorry.
Ever since I learned
Yeah, but this
I-
isn't
I-
me like
same.
earnestly starting my music career. This is me doing a pregnant aloe meme.
Yes, but I
I would-
don't want
The
an
only-
entire song dedicated to Aloe being pregnant. My game stopped
Listen,
responding.
Hershey, what if DJ Toenail made it?
Please stop.
I get what you mean though, because I've also said essentially what you said. Like I don't want pregnant. Sorry, my brain's 4-4ing. I don't want content creator music. I agree with you. That's usually not good. I do, however, want pregnant aloe enough to make that happen, whether it's me or someone who can actually sing.
Just so you know.
I just fucking hate content creator music. Like,
Wait, watch your Why Do I Hate You?
Absolutely.
real.
If you're feeling
No,
we'll be here
he's
for you.
what you're saying. You are saying, so you hate me because I said you can't have a door.
That conversation between those two
A door?
employees back in the hall
Digital audio workstation.
They said
Oh.
they had a backup plan.
Oh, yeah. And so the POV, I say something, aloe speaks, and then I'm like, oh, so you hate me?
Lately,
Yes.
there have
Yeah, he doesn't even want to play games with me
been
this weekend because he hates me.
areas. Many workers have
Well,
died.
You
The
said it on
families
there.
were paid off with huge settlements. Way more.
Although I guess we are smashing on Friday, which by the way, chat, if you want to smash us on Friday, come do that.
Considering the Ravenlock's
Chat,
financial
if you want to have horrible ping,
why would they be
come
so
play with
generous
us
with payouts?
because there will be the latency between 2 continents, which is gonna just be.
I'm kind of anticipating you're gonna like buy a month of Switch Online. The ping's gonna be so bad you give up after 10 minutes and then you're upset.
quite possibly
That sounds sketchy.
because I'm pretty sure
Do you think those accidents
last
were
time
faked?
we did a Smash stream,
Precisely.
I had to just leave the
I
lobby
don't think
because
those
the ping was
workers
that
died
bad.
on my
We could check the VODs, but yeah, I guess if that happens, then we can do like another
Right.
Mario Kart stream or something to make up for it.
Do you
But the
have
last time that
for
happened,
anything?
I was living at my parents' house,
My contacts are
which
just next to
I
the
moved
street.
out like over 3 years ago now, and I have fiber,
Sure.
so
Let's go together.
I already have plans for Friday. Are you smashing? Are you smashing Danny? Is that this Friday?
I mean, you don't have to like ask him. I think he kind of made it obvious.
Well, we've talked about this, so it's not like I'm outing the fact that he has sex with his boyfriend.
What?
I know.
Wait, what happened?
Tig's meeting up with his boyfriend soon, maybe Friday. Yes, Wiggle.
For you.
Yeah, because his boyfriend lives in Madrid, I believe.
Yes.
So they can see each other periodically, but obviously not like all the time.
An old friend of mine said she had some new intel.
You said it, buddy.
Sorry.
She's like a
I
mentor.
don't know. You just made like a man noise.
Yeah. But it's my
I
throat.
learned a lot about data scraping on the internet thanks to her.
Haven't seen him
I've
since
seen him
February.
Damn. Damn,
Hey,
Daniel.
long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Oh, there's new DJ Toenail, by the way,
So you're
Hershey.
the old friend Vivian was
Oh,
talking about.
new DJ Toenail
Yeah,
dropped.
Faven.
New
Long
DJ,
time
new
no
DJ
see.
Toenail drops.
Okay, so why is he called DJ Toenail? Who gave him that
You
name?
actually know that Lord
I
Faven is
don't
Lord
fucking
Faven? No, I mean, you actually know why
Hold on, I'm trying to. I need to find it, but like I've gone straight back onto my For You page and it's just funny shit again.
Straight.
I found out after meeting them. I mean, who would expect
Would
a
you, like,
legendary
fucking shut
bounty
up?
to be running a video store for a
He
living?
hates me.
By the way, your idol.
Oh wait, Watcher, what is that? Like pushing someone down emote?
Ethan wouldn't be interested in that.
Why are you all tense?
Why are you pushing me? Do you hate me too?
Faithin lives on 6th Street too. and
Okay,
might
actually,
know your
check this shit out.
idol. Remember when you traced that post on
This one's safe to play on
6th
stream. Don't worry.
Actually went to check it out, and you came back all
right, hold on
bummed,
one second.
spouting nonsense.
This is a
But there was
compilation,
only a
but
black cat at the location, and maybe your idol is actually a talking cat, or something like that.
Okay, let me
I think I
pause.
know
All
that
right,
black
let me
cat.
listen to
Hangs
this.
around our shop now.
Lord Ethan, please, let's
the first
cut
one's a
this
classic.
quick.
Come on, Vivian. It's been years, and
Guys,
you
did we
still
just make
won't
the song
say
of the
who your
year?
idol is. If you'd just let me, I'd have tracked them down ages ago. I get it. You want to find the person who's important to you on
This-
your own. But you've tried so
It's
hard
heavy.
already.
Oh,
It's
this.
okay
Oh,
to
this is
lean on
dog
me a
shit.
little, you know.
This
I'm
is
sure
so
your
bad.
idol won't hold it against
Right,
you.
number 7, Peak.
I shouldn't have come to see you.
This
What's
actually
wrong?
sounds like someone taking a shit.
Rain.
The poopy butt
Vivian
lore.
said you might have some intel. for
Emergency RB is gonna be like.
All right, let's get down to business. Here's something I'm pretty sure about. The Ravenlock family's claim that
The-
those missing workers died in
Snake
an
Anthem?
accident. Don't buy it.
This
The last signal from those workers was near the hollow. Then
I
communication
feel like the
went
soundtrack
dark.
to like the worst
I think they were
N64
taken
game of
into
all
the
time.
hollow. And
Which
yesterday,
one?
I picked up that the Ravenlock
The Snake
family
Anthem.
secretly hired
Snake
some
Anthem's
people
one of my
to search
favorites.
The hollow's perimeter.
Like an
I
audio
got a weird
master and
distress
work as an
signal from
audio
someone
version of
and
having a
managed
panic
to track
attack.
down the source. When I tried to reach out,
These are
the
just
signal cut out
terrible.
completely. The last
Snake
trace of the
Anthem is what
signal
plays in my
was
head
in
after like a
luminous
customer
glare.
challenges me to a fight.
Finding someone in
I should
real
get.
life isn't
I
really
feel like
my
you owe me
thing.
workers' comp for just
So
making me
that's
listen to
where you
that.
come in.
No, you owe me
Okay,
gratitude.
We'll take a look around.
You
just said
you
this
owe
is
me
something you're
dick.
sure of. Do you have
Oh,
anything
fuck, that reminds me.
you're not
A
so
customer
sure
challenged me to a fight
I
on Monday.
dug up some info online.
Oh.
And how'd that go?
Stood out.
Well,
A few
obviously I
days
didn't
ago,
fight them. I would
There
have
were some
won.
creepy
So
sounds coming from an abandoned warehouse.
That's true. You
I
would have
didn't-
won.
I didn't want to beat down on them too hard.
You would've got them, champ.
I mean, you probably could have just
paralyzed
paralyzed him with your twinkish wiles.
If you don't find anything
And
useful
oh god,
around
no! This
here,
this
it
man
might be
was
worth
like
checking
peak
out.
homophobia. I don't think I've ever seen a man more homophobic in my life.
Thank you.
Until now. Anyway.
Until
chat-
now.
What? Why?
chat, Spam cigarette
This one's
emoji.
on the house.
What terrible
True.
thing did you do to incite his wrath?
You did me last time.
Um,
But if you still wanna
refused him
find your
service 'cause he was being a
idol,
cunt.
hit me up. I've been
so
curious
this-
for what
scrubby little bastard walks in. He's about maybe 5'2" at the tallest. Looked maybe mid-40s. He had like grey slicked back hair.
just professionally
Fucking
curious.
horrendous hairline. I don't know why he had it like that. He comes in saying, "Do you do talk time?" And I'm like, "I don't know what that is." And he and he's like, "Do you know what I'm on about?" No, not a clue, mate. And he says, like, the minutes on your phone. And I was like, "Oh yeah, we do pay-as-you-go top-ups for your phone." And he's like, "Okay, can I get one for this network?"
I'll meet them.
And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, mate." And then he goes, "Okay, do either of you guys know how like pay-as-you-go like top-up phones work or no?"
Not really.
Not really, but I can
Okay.
imagine.
So basically, when you buy a top-up at a shop, you get a receipt that has a number on it, and then you call the provider and type in that number, and then it adds that credit to your account. So he said to me, "If I give you my phone after I've paid for this, can you type in the number?" And I said, "No, mate, I'm not allowed to do that, I'm afraid." And he says, "Literally, I'm not allowed to do that."
No, but the I'm afraid is funny and cute.
Did you guys not say I'm afraid?
No, I would never say that.
Okay, it's just a way of saying, effectively a way of saying, sorry. But
Yeah.
sorry.
I get you.
So, yeah, I said, I'm not allowed to do that, I'm afraid. And he says, fuck's sake, whatever.
Why did he want you to begin with?
I don't know. So, and then he says, "Oh, can I get 20 of these cigs as well, or whatever?" I said, "Yeah, sure." So I lean down to go and get the cigs, and he turns to the guard that's like standing off towards the other side of the tills, and he shouts, "This guy's fucking useless. You need to sack him and get someone useful." So I stand up, turn around, look at him, and go, "I'm not serving you." And he goes, "What?"
Good for you.
And I go, "I'm not serving you." And he goes, "Well, why not?" And I'm like, "Because you've just insulted me. Why would I serve you after you said that?" And he says, "Oh, I didn't mean it. I'll just take the top up." And I said, "No, you said it. You must have meant it. So I'm not serving you." And he goes, "Oh, fuck off, you knobhead." And I said, "Fuck off, you knobhead." And then he goes, and then he stiffens up and he goes, "You what? You what? Do you want to take this outside?" And I'm like, "I'm not doing all that, mate."
I fucking can't stand that attitude. Like, I can call you a thing, but you can't call me a thing.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you get people that look like they haven't washed in about 20 years.
Yeah.
But he stiffened up and says, "Do you want to take this outside?" And I said, "I'm not doing all that, mate."
Don't take me back,
And then
please.
finally the guard actually does his fucking job and kicks him out.
I don't want your money anymore.
And the whole time the guy's going, "Fuck off," and the guard's going, "You fuck off."
Calm down.
It's just
This sounds
how it
extremely
goes.
British.
Let me go.
yeah.
I'm proud of you, though. Good for you for standing up to
I
him.
know nothing.
Yeah, it's not the first time I've done stuff like that. I'm always a bit shaky after the fact. Like my adrenaline just makes my hands shake rather violently.
Yeah.
I'm not scared to stand up for myself. If someone's being a cunt, I will call them a cunt.
What they made you do.
Yeah.
I can't say.
As you
I
should.
can't tell you. I have a family.
It's so amusing because they never expect it. It's brilliant. They think that they can just
Right.
chat shit to me.
Yeah,
and I won't chat
because
shit
you're
back.
a fucking, I don't know, some not nice term for
Say it.
an employee.
Say it.
Well, I'm trying to
It's
think.
not- it's not even that. It's not even
Or
that. It's
a
genu-
wagey, I guess. Like, oh, you're just a little wagey. You can't do anything.
I'm sure they won't.
Well,
blame
it's
you.
that plus the fact that like
It's my
the place I
fault.
work for is
It's
ranked
all on
like
me.
one of the lowest for customer
don't wanna
service,
drag
and
blame.
it's because
The whole ship
people-
is sinking.
so
No one
Aldi
on
and
board
Lidl
can
are
escape.
ranked, funnily enough, the highest for customer service in the entire
Right
UK.
now, there's nothing
And it's
I
because
can do
people
to
go into
change
those
anything.
shops knowing that they are
If you
not
care
getting
about
customer
your
service.
family and friends,
They know
now
they're just going to
is
get
your
run through the
chance to
tills,
stop the
and then
disaster
they have to
before
bag
it's
their own
too
stuff.
late.
Whereas they
Even
come
a
into a
butterfly
shop like
family
ours and they
queens
expect that people for
sends
minimum
tsunami
wage
surging
are going to
across
just
the
take their
ocean.
bullshit.
No
And then
one
when we
knows how
don't,
this will turn
they're
out.
offended.
But if you do nothing,
Right.
the only thing
So,
waiting for you at the end
yeah.
will be regret.
Always in the
We're not
right
here to
could
turn
be
you in.
dangerous.
And we
Excuse
won't
me?
force you to confront them. You'll be safe.
I already don't remember exactly when Watcher said that.
But
I'll
you
always on
must tell us
duty, but he can bring the
precisely what
duty.
happened.
All of us do it. I mean, not all of us where I work do it, but a good majority of us do it.
Looking for workers to go into the hollow.
Because it's
Oh,
like, well, what are the company
the
gonna do?
Aloe's right could be dangerous was when you were saying like I'm not allowed to build the phone.
Right.
Oh,
thought it
yeah,
was just
no.
Smuggling or guarding some kind of illegal.
It's
Yeah.
like the closest to that I've ever done is when we had some guy who very clearly didn't speak a lot of English come in and ask for help. This guy was the most English-looking man I've ever seen.
Sure.
He was like a couple of quid short of having EDL tattooed across his forehead.
Everything went
So,
something was definitely off about those
yeah.
pills. When I
And even
woke up,
then, when the guy who didn't
saw my
speak a lot of
coworkers
English came
stand
in,
in front of
I
me.
just gave him very careful
there was
instructions
blood
on
all
what
over
to
my
do.
hands. They said
Yeah.
something about me being a good.
Yeah, needing help because of a language barrier is very different than just being a lazy fuck.
Inject me with something.
Yeah.
I got scared.
I genuinely don't know
what was
why
gonna
he wanted me to do it, aside from
Then a
like
blonde
his
guy
nails
found
falling
me,
off trying to
gave me
use
a
the
carrot,
fucking
and
buttons
let
on
me
his
go.
phone or something.
So I escaped.
I'm sure it was just a simple
Want to
like
kill anyone.
I'm better than you because you're a wagey power play.
No,
I don't
It
think
wasn't your
so,
fault that your
because I mean,
coworkers died.
he was scruffy
just
enough
a tool
that
in their
I think there was
hands.
something dodgy going on.
Remember the place they first took
And
you?
he also had a
Do you
burner
know
phone.
what was in that box?
Like this wasn't like an iPhone or an Android. This was like one of those shitty brick phones that you can buy for a
What
$5.
exactly was in that box?
So what? Having you do it dodges some problem on his part?
They make you hallucinate.
Something like that.
I took just one and my mind
I still
felt
think
like it
he
wasn't
was
my home.
influenced or under something.
My memories turned into
I
a blur.
don't think he was. I just
I'm
think he was a
telling the
con.
truth. I'm not
As
trying to
most
run
people
from my
are in this
mistakes.
country.
I just
And
People like that,
ours.
especially.
happened.
People like
I
that,
know
especially,
you're not
like
lying.
if they
We'll arrange
look
for your
like they
protection.
probably live outside,
You
it's
can
probably
rest
for a
easy
reason.
and recover, and your family won't be dragged
Listen,
into this.
I am a very
Once
firm
this is all
believer
over, you'll
that
be able to reunite with them.
if somebody wants to fucking hurt you, you have every single right to fucking put them on their ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tarzan, no, because Tarzan, had more than about 7 kilos on his body. This man was not only shorter than me, but skinnier than me, and definitely more fragile than me. Like, if we had actually, fucking
Actually,
fought,
I wasn't always
I think
like
it would have been
this.
over within 2 punches.
Well, yeah, now that you're like a big, strong Dorito from all the rolly cages.
There was even a point
Not
where
even
I
that.
wanted
It's
to
just the simple
disappear.
fact that I have
As if my
any
very
amount of
existence
body
was the
mass on
source
me.
of suffering.
Yeah, so he was like properly malnourished or something from the sound of it.
Perhaps leaving it all behind.
Uh,
could
he-
bring
he
end
was
to
like-
pain.
He had like a fucking alcoholic's body.
It's hard to picture that.
Sure.
If
My first
you know what I mean by that.
Loosely, yeah.
Yeah.
Assertive.
Skinny everywhere but
I
the stomach.
was on a mission at the auction when we first met. And just as
You're right, yeah, so
So you
that,
had
like,
the courage to
malnourished.
stand
a
up for
long way from who I
Yeah.
used to be.
It's part of the job. Like, I mean, I could just fucking stand there and put up with their bullshit, but frankly, I don't feel like it.
You don't get paid enough to do that.
That
Yeah.
surprised me. We might have
Getting
crossed
paid to
paths
argue
without
with
even
people is a
realizing
nice,
it.
comforting thought, though.
Enough about me.
Yeah, you just gotta start a
and
politics podcast and then you can do that full time.
legally, we're allowed to, refuse sale for any reason. Like, I could, well, not any reason, but, if I feel uncomfortable serving somebody for whatever reason, I can just say, I'm not serving you.
It's a long story.
End of, they can't
starting with
argue.
How the Cunning Hares took
Yeah.
someone from the Red Fang gang.
So long as it's not, fucking racism or something like that.
Right.
It should be around this area. Belle told me there's a highly rated store here.
Anyway, my EP's now listed on Bandcamp, but I can't make it public just yet because I don't have
What's wrong?
a header or an artist photo. So
Get some head, bro.
Seen that black cat on 6th Street.
you're making it.
That harmonica.
Am I?
with the ring you mentioned.
Freaking
I've
logo.
heard it before too.
Is that okay? Is the, just slapping the logo on a square? Is that the album art?
No. This is for the my
Oh, like
banner.
a banner.
Yeah. You'll just I don't have a banner as of yet because I'm waiting on the logo from you.
The more I look
But,
at Vivian, I feel like I'm just looking at Cass.
Knowing you. And now I've
Good
finally
point.
made it to your side.
And they're adding
Since I was
they're adding
little,
now some fucking twink to
I've been
Genshin
the
that's just
bringer
like
of bad
Shoto
fortune.
with horns.
I had traveled to many places and witnessed far
Hey,
too
hey,
much
adding me.
misfortune.
They should add you. Well, they stole you a while ago and just made you a dog instead.
Goro is
Heard
not
too
me.
many
Goro
curses
is
to count.
absolutely you.
No, I thought you
felt
said-
my tears
I thought you
as
said
much as I
Go-Ray is not
despised
me.
my own existence.
He is-
Go-Ray is also not me.
He is baby. He is literally another man's cock sleeve.
I had roamed
He
too
is
many places.
scared of
Whoa,
thunder.
damn.
Each time,
How come he hasn't told
Whoa.
me?
the same way.
Are you insinuating something with that?
That you're just an extreme bottom.
Has
I
Go not
stumbled
told me
upon
something?
posts discussing me, whether they knew me or not. Everyone
But anyway, Goro is you. We've been over this so many times.
some mocked me
Yeah.
with cruel intent.
You can't just like
Some wished I
fuss your way out of these allegations.
calculated maliciously.
I do that every single time.
You never fuss your way out of allegations. You try, but you fail.
And that
I
night,
disagree.
According to
as
you.
darkness enveloped the
Yeah,
city,
I'm the allegation man.
I saw lights
You're the
flicker
allegation man. I don't think you want that title.
all around me,
I am the man saying the allegations.
and not knowing
It's
what
like-
to
I don't
It's
think
like-
I don't think you want that.
I'm the
title either,
allegations
so,
announcer,
you know,
man.
feel
Only I could disappear
The-
into
the-
those
you know,
lights.
I actually do like the implication of
Made it my life.
like how in Chainsaw Man, like the devils are like things that people fear. So it's like, yeah, I'm allegations, man.
I'm the allegations
and
devil.
Very strong because people fear the allegations.
Yeah, I can point at someone and make them say the N-word instantly.
Damn.
Me?
Yes. And I checked with the other Lord.
Okay, I lied. This devil rocks.
Yeah, but listen, but Hershey has been given the pass, so if you do it to him, it doesn't make any difference.
It was just an ordinary day.
Well, realistically, if we were to develop this power set, it would be I can point at somebody and it makes them say, like, whatever the most cancelable thing for their particular circumstances are.
I wanted to walk the paths you had walked.
I guess there are some people where that just, like, isn't a problem, though.
Correct.
One day, share it all with you, face to face.
Vivian is the girl in question, Mama.
I'm actually really excited to see what fucking outfits Cass has in Japan.
I love the meta of Cass brings 3 suitcases and Mo has to carry all of them.
I mean, I'll be bringing 2, which is not ideal.
Lord Vathan, thank you.
There was one point where Cass visited
at least-
Chicago and they had a Minions themed outfit for when we were getting the Minions drink, and I really liked
Oh,
that.
hell yeah.
Giving me the courage to become a
The Minions.
I didn't
Yeah.
like the Minions drink, but I did like the fit.
standing right in front of you now.
You will very quickly notice when I get there that nearly everything I wear looks identical. So,
He's seen you before, we know this.
I know, but like I have a bigger wardrobe of identical clothes now.
Depending on how long we're going to be there, I might have to bring, like, most of my wardrobe.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be there, I think, 9 days, all in all.
Right, but, like, Mom and I could, in theory, be there for, like, 2 weeks or something.
Right, yeah.
Let's head back to the video
Speaking of
store and
which,
go over the details together.
my flatmate is planning to basically just leave Tokyo, like, the day after we arrive, so...
Okay.
Yeah, whatever we do
Meaning
for
we're hanging on the
accommodation.
front end.
Looks like Lycon's tied up with something.
Oh, like, you might want to get an Airbnb or something together?
And then we can talk online.
Yeah, like collectively, or like in groups or pairs or whatever, because
yeah.
I imagine we'll be staying in Tokyo for the majority of the trip.
Very likely, I think, yeah.
Yeah, whereas I think he's going.
Although I
Kyoto.
wouldn't mind moving around either, depending.
Oh no, I mean, I wouldn't mind moving around, but I would imagine like our primary hub where we would stay would be Tokyo, and we'll just go visit other places.
Yeah. Yeah, with Japan being how it is, we may not need to move around unless we were really trying to like go do something out in the boonies.
Yeah, he's going straight to Kyoto, so I won't be seeing him until I meet up with him at the end of the trip.
Are you guys still like flying there together?
We're flying together and flying home together. So, like, I'm flying in with him. He's stopping in Tokyo for the night. I'll probably meet up with you guys the same day that I land. And then me and him are gonna split ways, and I'll meet up with him after probably 6 days.
Good day.
Okay.
And then spend the last couple of days of the trip with him before we fly home together. We've already booked our flights, so we're all set on that.
Oh, yeah, Aloe.
Uh-huh.
Did you ask why your mate is so flat?
Have you ever read Flat Stanley?
That took me a second.
Have you ever read Flat Stanley?
I have no idea.
You really
that sounds like you made that up.
Is it? Oh shit! Is that a UK thing?
It might.
That sounds like a real UK thing. Yes, like Mr. Blobby or something.
Google Flat Stanley.
Mr. Blobby's like a kid's cartoon.
You do not.
Not a cartoon, but it's like a kid's thing.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No.
What do you mean?
All right. Well, I think I don't.
It fucking isn't.
No, then I don't want to know. Then
we need to be sure you have what we need before moving.
Am I thinking of the right guy?
Sure thing.
Yes, but it was not a children's thing.
Where I keep the core. Once you verify it's legit.
It was far too fucking horrifying to be a children's
Saturday Night Variety Show. I think I'm thinking of a different thing then. That's a different Mr. Because this looks familiar, but this isn't who I thought.
Mr. Tumble? Is that what you think of?
Don't know. I just
that guy was my childhood.
No, it's like another creature, but it I don't know.
We have many, but Yeah, Mr. Blobby was not a children's
So this
thing.
Dina they
It
were
was
talking
terrifying, is what it
Is she
was.
the leader of the Exaltists?
Anyway, Mom, I'm more or less down to be there for however long. Mostly I want to overlap with friends, but if there's like another couple days where it's just us, that's fine too.
Flat Stanley is a children's book about a kid who got squashed by like a big fucking door or something that fell off its hinges, and then he was just like flat after that.
I'll ensure your safety.
Like he became 2D.
He became flat.
He became 2D. There was like a thing in the book that I remember where it was like a guy dropped his keys down the drain or something, and everyone else was far too 3D to solve the problem, but he was 2D, so he could just slide between the grates. So yeah, the same. Long story short, same thing happened to him. So.
Let's get out of here before they spot us.
So that's how you're made up.
Yeah.
Let's keep moving.
Yeah, and in a fit of rage, Alice slammed him in a door.
No. He's always been like that.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just one of your common Alaprax Dom top rages.
Yeah, so telling. I'm so angry all the time.
Well, remember there was that time in Chicago where you like choked me and threw me up against the wall, and then I got bruised.
No, that was me.
They wombo comboed me.
No, Aloe had nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
Joe called me gay, and then I got for the last time, and I snapped.
The last time.
Listen,
and
Mo was the one who called you gay in the recent video.
Yeah, no.
Mo calls him gay boy like every time they're together now.
I can't like
dangerous.
I can't fight Mo physically yet.
Hand over what's in the box.
Yet? What do you mean yet? Have you not been to see them yet?
Well, I mean I can.
Just they're not here.
They didn't give me a reason. No.
Lord Phaethon, the box is empty. So
Mo is one of those people that I don't think I could ever want her for any reason. They're like the nicest person.
I cannot wait.
You call this
just to meet Mo.
sacrifice core safe?
It'll be fun to meet Mo, and it'll be fun to see all you creatures again.
I do have friends that I'm like, I need to kill this person.
Like me and Cass and
he's
Go.
talking about me. He's talking about me.
No, Aloe, absolutely not you.
Actually remember.
You're not mortal enemy material. You're wife material.
No,
I know. I sent him too much DJ Toenail.
No,
For him to be angry at me.
every time Aloe says any interaction I have with Aloe, I'm like, it's peak.
Back then, I had no idea.
Here's a new interaction. I need to go take a piss. I'll be 2 minutes.
While you were so
Don't make
Doubt
me wanna
you'll be
hurt
faster.
myself.
you had no idea what was going on. I wasn't.
Hold on, I need who else?
Lady Dina.
Miss
Miss Vivian didn't actually.
Yusuf makes my brain self-destruct.
When did I say you could meet up with Hartman today?
I'll never forget.
Just wanted to make sure the
He literally
sacrifice core
made
is legit.
my
I
brain
was
short
worried Hartman
circuit
might
one
try to pull a
time
fast one on us.
because he was at a wedding,
So loyal.
which I didn't know this when I
thought
called
you'd be
him.
more like the old
I was
days.
with Mr. Go
Just a
Ray
few
and Mr.
words
Tenchi
from
Paki
Vivian,
in my
and you'd be
car.
plotting my demise. Just like what you
And
did with
I wanted
Father.
to
I
hit
won't,
Yusuf
Lady
with
Dina.
a these nuts
Don't
joke.
even think about betraying me, Camille. You owe me for what we did
What's
back
it called?
then.
I wanted to hit him with the
I
Sea of
do
Thieves
understand
joke
your
of
worries.
Sea of Thieves nuts fit in your
This
mouth or blah blah
core.
blah 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 blah.
It's
As they do.
Yeah. So I called him, and then I was like, hey, so what was that game? I was asking about like games on the Steam Summer Sale,
seriously.
and I'm like, hey, what was that one with the pirates? And he's like, oh, I don't remember. And I'm like, it began with like C. It was like C something.
Sacrifice core can max out
And then
the
he just
ether
couldn't
particles within
get it.
human
He was like,
bodies,
yeah,
so no
I
time
don't
at
really
all.
know. I don't know too much
But
on
look at your
like
little
Steam games.
subordinate. How
And I'm like,
uncouth. He's making noises
oh,
like
it was
some
like it was probably
animal.
like Sea of
Can you shut
Thieves,
him up?
and
So
I
annoying.
did have a wave of fear
The
rush over me
masterpiece
because I thought he
Father
knew
made
what
for
I
the
was doing
creator.
and was going to hit me
This
with a
worthless
reversal.
piece of junk you're
But what
holding.
happened was much
So,
more.
the real core.
damning.
Vivian.
In that
Where do
there
you
was like a
think the
5-second
sacrifice
pause, and he
core
was
is really
like,
at?
"That doesn't begin with C."
I don't know. If I knew
And
where the real core
I-
was, I'd destroy it without a second thought.
You know that part in that
Tina,
that part from
you
The Simpsons
understand
during
what
like the steamed hams bit,
sacrifices are.
where
And you know those who were blessed should not have
where
to
like
endure such horrors.
Superintendent Chalmers is
Oh,
like, you call them
they
steamed
shouldn't
hams
have
despite the fact
suffered
that they're
those
obviously grilled.
horrors.
And then
Weren't
it's
you the one who
Principal
decided
Skinner
if
just
they'd
goes,
be blessed or not?
something I should, you
tears,
know,
how would they have
like
encountered such misfortune?
that is what my brain
How
started doing.
self-righteous, Vivian.
I could not
Their
formulate a
fates were in
thought because
your
I'm like,
hands.
I
It
said
was
it began.
you who brought
It had
disaster
C
on
in the
them.
beginning of it, and this
Landon
man
just
thought I was
needed an
talking about the
excuse.
letter,
He needed
which is
someone to blame. Whether
I
shed
couldn't
tears
even
or not,
fathom that
he
kind of
treated living beings as
misunderstanding.
mere subjects for his
And I was
sacrifice
like,
experiments. Tina,
okay, man,
you
bye.
know all of this. Landon even went so far as to sacrifice you.
Everyone in the car was so confused.
Father did it for his great cause.
That was like
Vivian,
the
why do you always mess
what?
everything up for me?
God.
Everything. You did it before, and now again. You just had to ruin my plan. I
Man.
was so close to fulfilling Father's last wish.
It's not even throwing a wrench in like the
If you don't
engine.
give me the
It's
sacrifice
like
core,
you threw another
prepared to
engine
become food
into
for
the
the
running
Ethereals.
pistons of a different,
Told
bigger
you I
engine.
don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, I would have destroyed it already.
I mean, that's how they make a V6
Find the
into a
right moment
V12,
to
right?
retreat.
So
Yeah.
like maybe he was
Quite
just like
unpredictable when her temper
out
flares.
logicking you.
Oh, really?
That was probably the longest piss you've ever taken.
Suppose there isn't a reason to
No,
keep you
I've been
alive.
present for the past minute.
Bruh.
But it was a very long piss.
Well, to be fair, this is also maybe the most fizzy that I've heard you have had.
Yeah. I'm just like washing liquid over my throat to try and stop it from hurting.
Ayo.
I don't think Tom's a liquid.
It's a lol squid.
It's a
My blade is already
what?
heated.
A lol squid. It's a liquid, it's a solid, it's a lol squid.
That is the most millennial thing you've said.
Sponge Bob.
Aloe. Aloe.
TM peak is what you don't understand.
Aloe.
No, yes, actually. Kill this man.
Aloe. Post a cigarette emoji.
That's not even gay. Well, I guess it's kind of gay. We were talking about cum.
Joe.
It's ink.
What?
Cigarette emoji. Do you get the bit or not? Like,
Yeah. You're calling me the
Yeah,
F slur.
No, he gets
which
gets
is
it.
gay.
But no, that I'm not.
evil
Hold on, no,
miasma
let's pause there.
gathers
I'm not
here.
calling you that.
Another place of
Aloe
conflict.
is. He's doing it for
If
me.
you wish to avoid
Not that
disaster,
I
then
want
head
that to be
southeast.
called to you. But you know,
Damn, look at those fucking melons.
Now.
Thank you.
I love melon.
I need to save it for her too.
they be putting the breastises on show a bit much.
They're literally doing the High School of the Dead fucking upside down booby thing.
You expect me to know what that means?
Yes. What?
Why is there so much fucking physics on them?
Alex, what it actually was is in an episode of a show called High School of the Dead, a girl was on her back, boobs flailing wildly because physics. Another person shot a sniper bullet that flew through the boobs as they were physicsing so wildly and so fast apparently that could happen, that one boob moved out of the way, the bullet went through, and then the other boob moved out of the way, and then the bullet went through, and then they like went back, and so it was like a perfect fucking like crazy physics thing where the bullet went through. And that is infamous because of how ridiculous it is.
You know, a friend of mine actually did a.
I
did a
just don't
report
think that.
on fan
I just don't
service
think the
before.
boobs move like that. Like, I'm no expert, but I don't think the boobs move
Hold
like
on,
that.
hold on. I'll be the judge of this. Move like what?
The High School of the Dead boob
They-
thing.
No, not even that. What just happened on what I just saw on stream, where they were actually just
At
fucking
first, I
flailing
thought it might
everywhere.
be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming. Quite nice, actually.
So, you're the investigator the mayor mentioned.
Yes. He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you...
Anyway, she's another Void Hunter, so I need her because she's probably going to be OP.
There is a
guidance.
There is a
What
bit
does
of,
that mean exactly?
over animation.
Unfortunately,
but
this isn't
but
the right
you
time
know,
or place to talk. I have some investigation
I
work to
respond
catch
to
up on,
that
and
with
it seems you've got quite a lot on your
Awooga.
hands, so let's part ways for now.
no, I was gonna
I'll
just
find
say
a good
who
time to visit
cares,
you
but
soon.
Oh, well, you heard it here, chat. Her she doesn't care about boobs.
no, I mean, I don't.
I'm so sorry,
How would I
Lord
put
Nathan.
this?
I'm just not feeling very well. I think I'll
Listen,
head back for now.
You would know better than I
I'll
would, so
investigate the
I don't
sacrifice
fucking
core
know.
and reach out
I
when
just
I
think it's a
find
bit much.
I'm not even really a boob guy.
You don't look so great.
I mean,
Let's get out of here and figure
I'm
things
not
out
gonna say I
later.
don't like them. It's just I'm more of an ass guy.
He hates them.
No, what? No.
He's a dick and balls guy only.
Are you going to rest now?
No, though I guess I have those. So
You seem a bit off since we left the hollow.
Yeah, that's how it works, I guess.
yeah, they're present. They're
If
like
you want to
there,
talk about what's bothering you,
and they're a
I'm here.
present. No.
It helps to get it out.
God, I saw some shit on Reddit today where
no
Ew!
good thing ever comes when a sentence starts.
well, it's not a good thing. I think it
Yeah, no,
was.
the only thing I saw on Reddit today is that fucking India bombed Pakistan.
Well, interestingly
Oh,
enough, I think this was India, if I'm remembering right, where apparently they are now doing like ball-sized checks for their like soldiers.
What?
Are they like screening for testicular cancer or what?
No, I think this was like I don't think it was a safety thing. I think it was like a fucking man thing.
I'm googling it.
So
I bet
this was a
Onion article or something.
I don't know. Anyway, it was a line of guys like in their underwear, and then they had like I'll say proctor for lack of a better term, who was like coming by and like giving each dude's balls a squeeze to make sure that they were like whatever.
I have fucking seen this GIF on Discord like 7 years ago.
Okay, well maybe I got, but that was still like, whoa, that sure is something.
I have a feeling that there is something going on here.
Bro,
But things between us shifted when Landon.
The question still remains: if it's 7 years old, like, what was that from?
And that if I listened
I need
maybe
to,
it
like,
was a medical
reverse
thing. I don't
search
know.
This video somehow. I don't know what this is, but it's.
I could see if I could find it in my Reddit history.
I found the post you're on about. It was an r// popular.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
but,
what's the consensus?
I just don't think this is real.
Well, look at the comments. What are people saying?
A lot of bullshit is what they're saying.
Bruh.
Was that blessing medicine?
Oh, it's giving me some fucking.
Serum Bringer had?
Yes. To be precise, it was an
And
serum. Landon's medicine wasn't
simple.wikipedia, please. Please tell me there's a page for it. For.
The medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but also sped up the development of ether corruption. In the end, most people turned into ethereals, and a few became sacrifices, losing all human consciousness. The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists. The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness, so Landon's medicine was seen as a failure, and he gradually lost influence within the Exaltists. One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. In a bid to save his reputation, Landon decided to let his own
Good night, Tig. Have a good sleep and have a good rest of your school week, I assume. And have a good time with Danny. I have to wake up in 4 hours. Oh no.
Followed him out of the Exaltist's residence. I trailed him to the hollow.
That is a good little creature.
The game keeps jump scaring me.
With what?
I'll just see Zenless Zone Zero not responding, blink every now and then, and I'm like, oh come on.
Oh, are you like having connection issues?
No, like it's not happening during gameplay. Just while things are loading, and I'm like, oh come on, not like this.
Oh, like in the window. Yeah.
I will also say part of me wanting to play this game again is just I've been getting a lot of art on Twitter that I'm like, you know, I should go back to this game.
Yeah, I mean, I have a good time with it. It's still a fucking gotcha that I really shouldn't be here, but I am here. Lack of sleep was worth it. Got some shit done. Had a few laugh with the atrocities y'all talk about. True. I'm glad you were entertained. I'm glad you got some stuff done.
Vivian, you.
But yeah, go have a big sleep, or a not big sleep, but a quality sleep.
Okay, I'm not reading this entire Wikipedia article about balls. It's essentially, from what I can tell, they're checking for something. Like,
okay, so it is like a medical thing.
They're not just being like, hey, let me see how big your balls are to see if you fit in with our army. No, it's just like a very quick check to make sure that they don't have like an apparently not so rare deformity.
Sure.
There's too many medical terms for me to really determine. Like
that's if you determine what it is, that's the important bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just interesting. I saw, I think, a comment on there that was like, someone's either got to really love or really hate that job.
This is just what happens when
Yeah.
you accept the blessing.
Though I guess if they are any kind of actual medical personnel, that's maybe not that crazy. You know, just kind of comes with the territory.
I just don't want to lose my father.
You knew? If you knew what he's done, you...
He's my father. He's all I have. Stop being self-righteous, Vivian.
So she gave her all her issues.
Me when somebody asks who gave me all my Nintendo Power issues.
I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille would stay.
I think I still have mine somewhere.
Entire family in a hollow disaster. So she's always supported.
I used to love reading old Nintendo Power magazines from my library when I was a kid.
She's just someone searching for
What did you say, Aloe?
She joined
Old
the
ass.
Exorcist very early.
It's not my fault that you're a literal fetus and existed after print media.
This is true.
You also existed after print media.
I also existed before print media. Or before...
No, you didn't.
Before digital media.
I didn't just
No, you didn't.
In a way that it wasn't as widespread and ubiquitous, yes I did.
Misfortune approaching.
Aloe, how do you want me to...
Or
Aloe, how do you expect me to take you seriously? You don't even remember 9/11.
Yeah.
Remember, yeah, because I wasn't fucking there for it. How am I going to remember it?
Exactly.
Exactly, bro. You missed it.
You were too busy just sitting in a balls or a womb.
I've seen enough documentaries that I kind of feel like I was there, you know.
You missed peak, bro. No.
Damn.
Cling to obsession and hatred like those two do.
Lord Phaethon.
You need to believe in yourself.
For some reason, last time that was on a flight, I chose to subject myself to watching a 9/11 documentary, and I was like, why did I fucking do that after I got off the flight?
Yeah, why do that on a plane?
I don't know. I was like, I mean, I'm over the Atlantic Ocean. It's very unlikely to happen, but like, why am I doing this? And then I was like, I don't know. It was kind of interesting though.
Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet.
He's 9/11 stimming.
So I could finally spill it all out.
Don't talk to
my
me.
heart a little. Lord Phaethon.
Fuck off. Actually.
Wonderful listener.
Not just today.
My cat hates me.
Know that I'm here for you.
Whose cat doesn't?
My neighbor's cat, Poopy Cat.
You must be exhausted.
Yes, that's his actual name.
Why does everybody know a cat called Poopy Cat?
I don't know. I didn't know that was a thing.
It is.
POV, your future husband calls you that as a pet name.
I don't be pooping.
Yeah, you do.
Women don't fart, they poop.
You're not women.
Yeah, women don't fart, they poop.
Okay, so what do twinks do?
A fart candy floss.
Sure.
Oh, by the way,
yes.
You know, guess what candy floss is called in the UK?
We're talking about cotton candy, right?
I didn't expect you to be working here.
Oh shit! I thought you guys called it candy floss.
Covering someone's shift.
No.
Is super strict, and I
Well, you thought we called it candy floss.
We've talked about this before, surely.
Have we?
Also, what do you mean you thought we called it that? You were just saying it like you were gonna do a gotcha.
Man wearing a hat, and I think he was checking.
What were you thinking of?
Then he logged that footage into the tape he brought.
Candy floss.
I found that part of the.
Then why did you say guess what you call it in America?
I didn't. I said guess what we call it in the UK.
No, I think that's what you thought you said.
I think it's
No, that is what I said.
it were Hugo.
But doesn't make sense because
Thank you, Shaw. You were a big help.
like you thought we call it the same thing here. So then what is the point of guess what we call it at all?
I'm bad.
No, I said guess what we call it. I said candy floss, thinking that's what you guys called it.
Right. So
that's
then
why
what was
I
the
asked,
point
what
of the
is that
guess
what
at
you call
in the
it?
first point if you thought it was the same?
No, because I thought that's what you guys call it, and then I was gonna tell you what we call it,
Which is also candy floss.
No,
Okay, then what is your term?
fairy floss.
Oh. Close enough. I don't know where you're getting candy floss then. It's cotton candy.
I don't know. I thought you guys called it candy floss.
No, because it's not floss.
So wait, cannabis.
No.
It's thin. It's
If you
thin like floss.
if you tried to floss with that, it would not work at all.
Yeah, but it's thin like floss is.
No.
Yes.
Floss
It's like-
implies length.
No, no, it doesn't. The guy who did it in Fortnite had. I don't think he was very tall.
I don't. No, that has to do with the motion of like flossing.
I be flossing.
You get why it's called that, right? Because it doesn't feel like flossing around your teeth.
I don't think that's why that dance is called that.
That's the motion. So what else would it be?
That's the motion.
Yeah.
That's. What the fuck do you mean that's the motion?
The motion of the hands going around your body as if you're flossing around a tooth.
How on earth do you do that in your mouth?
Hershey.
Wait, what?
Why is the floss called the floss? The dance.
It's because you're flossing your arms back and forth between your body.
As if you were flossing a tooth, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Got something fun in mind?
There you go.
Let me know whenever.
Like, what else would it be?
Exactly.
I don't know. People here don't really use floss.
Did it originate there?
No.
The dance, I mean?
No.
Yeah, then why does it matter?
Because it's confusing.
What about it is confusing?
Because they don't floss.
Because how do you do that motion in your mouth?
He just said that. I'm just repeating what he said.
Yeah, not many people here floss.
Okay, you know what? I'm starting to believe the stereotypes about your guys' dentist now.
I think he's saying it's true.
No. How many times do I have to debunk this stereotype? Right?
You just
Brits
confirmed it.
No, I didn't. You didn't listen. Right? Brits have better dental hygiene than Americans most of the time. Not because we have. No, let me fucking finish before you chime in.
Alright, okay. Alright, sorry.
Not because we have, like, more aesthetically pleasing teeth or whatever, we certainly don't. We just simply take better care of them. You guys have nicer looking teeth, but they're often less healthy.
That sounds like it probably tracks, yeah.
But if without flossing, how are they better taken care of?
Floss is kind of unnecessary a lot of the time.
Is it?
I mean, all you're doing is getting the bits out, so if you get the bits out somehow...
I am really bad at this game.
It's another one of those things where it's like, if if you need it, sure, but the majority of people don't. My teeth are packed so close together, I physically cannot fit floss between them.
But wouldn't that just be because there's, like, very small amounts of food over a long amount of time packed together?
No, I very, very rarely get food stuck in my teeth, and to be honest, most people, when they do, just use their fingernails to pick it out.
Yeah, or a toothpick or something.
So,
to be fair, I also never had a big food in my teeth problem until I got, finally had my first cavity filled, like, back in 2020 or something, and they did a kind of bad job, so now there's, like, a gap there that gets food, like, every time I eat.
It's one of those things where it's like, you don't really need it, but if you want to go for it, I mean, it's an option.
Yeah, but it helps a lot.
I guess if you get food stuck in your teeth a lot, but I don't think a lot of people do.
Well, but the thing is, regardless of if you feel the food in your tooth, like, there's a large, there will be small amounts of it that can fit in that tight gap in your teeth.
Let me just, like, I guess, put this in perspective. My dentist has not once suggested that I floss. Never. It's not a common thing here.
But it just seems like... I mean, okay, I guess. I just don't I just don't get it.
It's like, as long as you just brush your teeth twice a day, it's fine. Really.
Yeah, if they practice better hygiene, it may not be as necessary.
The most my dentist has ever recommended is just brush my teeth twice a day, and if I can, use mouthwash. That's it. That's all he's ever said.
I suppose. I mean, it's not like most Americans floss either. It's just... It's not even a thing of, like, not putting value into flossing. It's just more of a thing of, like, why is it not recommended? Like, I would think it would be one of those things of, like, yeah, if you feel like doing it.
It's not recommended, it's just, like, you don't really need to do it, so why even bother?
There's nothing left for me to do.
Okay, I guess... Alright, I guess that makes a little more sense. Because my thing is, from the way it sounded initially, it was one of those things of like, yeah, you would just never do it. Or like, nobody would ever, like, they would actively be like, yeah, just you don't have to if you don't really feel like it.
No, they've never recommended it to me, is what I'm saying. Like, it's not something where they've been like, don't do this, or like, you don't need to do this. It's just they've never told me to do it.
Right, but I think that's the crazy part to me, is that it's not even recommended?
That does sound weird, to be fair, to an American ear.
There's
like,
just, there's less of a need, really.
I guess. Because when you brought up, like, the mouthwash thing, and you were like, yeah, if you can do mouthwash, but you know, it's not super necessary, blah, 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 blah. Like, that's what I originally, like, would have assumed the like, flossing would have been, of like, oh yeah, you don't have to do that, but like, you know, if you want to, it'll only really benefit, if anything. Like, there's no harm in doing it, so... But it's...
I mean, like, I think you'd be more likely to hear a dentist here saying, like, you probably shouldn't do it just because it's more likely to make your gums bleed. But, like, I've never heard anyone say that. It's just something that, like, sounds plausible to me.
If we're to work together, Miss Banshee, you should drop your pretentious
Yeah, I guess.
I'm well aware of the ways of the Ravenloft.
Man,
it's like I said, it's just a case of, like, Brits overall, over like a longer period of time, we take better care of our teeth. Again, not saying our teeth are better aesthetically, but they're better in terms of their overall health. Like, the UK ranks like one of the highest in terms of nationwide dental health. It's just a stereotype that's been pushed on us by the US because we don't get veneers done when we're 27.
Yeah, I've heard some people talk about...
What's a veneer?
Like, you literally shave the teeth down and then put, like, fake outer bits on them to, like, keep them pretty.
crowns, essentially.
It's crazy. I can't believe people do that shit.
We call them turkey teeth because people very often go to Turkey to get them done for cheap. They look horrendous. You need to have them redone every 5 years. And if they're done poorly, they can irreparably damage like your roots and stuff. It is beyond me why people get them done, especially people who already have like healthy teeth. If they don't look as nice as you want them to, go and get some fucking braces, get Invisalign, get whitening strips or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't need turkey teeth. They look bad and they're just bad for you overall. But people will. People do. I've my dad said he was considering doing it, and I'm like, you are. Like, I know I call you an idiot often, but please, for God, listen to me on this. Do not get that done.
I will not get veneers. Don't worry.
I'll come find you later. I wish you a
No,
pleasant
I was saying that like as my perspective to my dad.
Oh, right. Okay, I just heard idiot. I thought you were talking about me.
Wow.
These kinds of
Well.
exhausting to deal with. I really don't know how Hugo used to put up with it.
That makes me sound abusive.
Nah, you're just a little fussy.
I thought he'd stay for longer, but he left once you said that.
Hugo taught me that bringing up dessert in such situations is a way of telling the other party they need to offer more.
Either way, yeah, that is the fastest way to destroy your teeth for the rest of your life.
He's definitely keeping the destruction.
Also, your dad's literally married with kids. He doesn't need fucking veneers.
Fake, hidden from the other family members.
No, but like he's never had like good teeth, so he's thought about it, and me and my sister have both gone, do not.
All right.
I think even my mum has said that to him. She's like, don't.
Fucking
don't, because you'll come back with no teeth.
Dad POV. Everyone in your life is telling you something, and you're just like, what if the opposite?
I mean, he's not going to, because he would first of all have to get to Turkey. So.
Isn't this going a bit too well?
The security outside of the manor is really strict, but maybe it's more lax on the inside. Let's assume we got lucky.
However, just to be safe, I'll call Lycon.
I'm getting EP.
It's 5 in the morning.
Let's check Hartman's recent correspondence for clues.
Yeah, well, have you considered making it not 5 in the morning?
Though the core he gave Dina was fake,
I could do that by staying up later.
left a trick up his sleeve and hit the real one.
That is true.
Then let's split up.
But I won't.
Oh, I didn't even realize one of my people died.
Is the catering at the Ravenlock
What are you working on? Are you doing main story?
No, I'm just doing some
So
side
much so
stuff. I
that
just
these
want
two
to.
distinguished
I don't want
guests
to fight,
felt
honestly,
the
right
need
now.
to come to my humble office
Yeah.
to scavenge for food.
Alo's story about almost fighting a dude got me hyped.
Don't want to come out.
True.
Well,
then you're
Now I wanna fight
primed for smashing on Friday.
That's true, especially because my Pro controller, which is my controller of choice for Smash Ultimate, is at Go's house. So
I swear to God, you at any given time have some hardware somewhere else.
I mean, okay, I've had those controllers at Go's house.
Hugo, my regards.
He's had those controls at Go's house.
Yeah, you cut off, but wife shit.
Because I accidentally punched my mic.
You really are ready to fight.
I'm ready to fight this fucking Shure SM7B or whatever it is.
Someone calls Hershey Gay Boy and he just starts punching his mic.
Yeah, I imagine my mic is Joe.
How?
Dear.
But anyway, that's some wife shit that you just have things at his place.
Distant with one another.
Oh, no, that's some ex-wife shit. What are you talking about?
Either.
Directly.
I am ready to get owned on Friday, simply for 1, the ping, and 2, I haven't played Smash in about 2 years.
Same.
Oh, neither have I.
Probably last time we played it was together.
Did you really think?
Yeah, and I'm also just really bad at it in general. Like, I have the fucking dumbest fighting style of all time, and I only play one character.
Yeah, you gotta play more than one character. That's step number 1.
No.
you'll learn more about the game as a whole and get better if you play as more than one character.
If I'm playing this game once every 2 years, does it really matter?
Perhaps you'd like to know what
Yeah.
I managed to accomplish
No.
using this.
It's
I
not
mean,
worth
in
that much
theory,
investment.
like every new game on Switch 2, assuming other people ever buy them, we might play a lot
No.
of the new one when it comes out.
I'm never buying that fucking console, man.
You won't at this point.
I know.
You're so
It's
mean.
too
I'm
expensive.
gonna have to buy it for you.
£500
If you never
to
buy
play
it,
Mario Kart with
if
a
you-
Pro controller.
you don't have to. Okay, we're not gonna get into it. I realize you hate consoles at launch. I get it.
The manager must
Eventually, there will be more games.
I fucking hate consoles in general. They launched the PS5 at 450, raised it to 480, and now they're raising it again to £500 5 years into its life cycle.
Value. It's got Astrobot.
Like, are you fucking kidding me? It's unlimited money but no games. It's not even unlimited games but no games.
They do have plenty of
It's
games. If
unlimited
anything,
spending.
Xbox is no games.
Unlimited spending but no games.
PS5?
Yeah,
Yeah.
PS5 has games.
Unlimited spending but no games.
I'll push back on that one. My PS5 feels like an active, like, I get annoyed having to turn it on.
We know this about you, but I don't know why.
Because there's only like 2 games I ever want to, like, actually play on.
That might be a you problem, because there's lots of really good PS5 games.
Yeah,
I
but like,
have
it is
I
a
have
me problem,
7.
but it's still a complaint I have.
Xbox has been no games for so long that people don't even think about it when talking about games. Kind of. The last fucking game they had was Halo Infinite, and that was a miss. It sounds like there's all those rumors, right, about them putting like Game Pass and stuff on other consoles, so they may really just turn into like the Game Pass guys, and you can have that on theirs, or you can have that elsewhere.
At least when, like, fucking...
I'm flattered.
You know what? Finish your thought, but then I have a thought.
So what exactly is the purpose behind
I don't know, I forgot my thought.
You are a thought.
True.
Sorry, continue.
True.
I didn't mean to say that.
They actually have a bunch of big new RPGs that have come to Xbox lately. They had South of Midnight, which I think is maybe only on Xbox. The Oblivion remake is not exclusive, but it's there. And Expedition 33, also not exclusive, but it's there. Like, they have some good shit, and Game Pass makes it really accessible. It's just not all exclusive to that.
Simply put,
At the very least, Xbox is just raising prices on their games rather than...
No,
raising
they did
the
their hardware
price
too.
on consoles.
No, they
They
did.
raised the price on the console as well.
Yeah, by like 120 bucks or something.
The whole console?
Yeah.
and managed to obtain resources.
It's the same shit as the PS5. It's more expensive now than at launch.
Are you kidding me? They actually can't blame inflation for this bullshit. Because,
They will.
Like, it's been 5 fucking years.
Well, not
The
inflation,
PS5
but tariffs.
The PS5, they can't blame tariffs for it in the fucking UK though.
No, but you
But, like-
you guys are just getting screwed because of us. There's really no excuse for you guys.
The crime
Bruh.
Controllers too,
It's
yeah.
been 5 years. I can guarantee you the PS5 costs like £100 to make now, and they're still charging that much for it. Xbox Series X, how much does it cost? It's
I'm still gonna,
500 goddamn fucking shit ass bitch ass pounds.
I'm still gonna push back on the PS5. Like,
I could rattle them off, Hershey.
Bro, the Series S costs more than it did at launch. That shitbox costs more than it did at launch.
All right, you can rattle them off, Joe, but whether or not they are good.
I can rattle off good ones.
Actually, hold on. Name me 10.
Okay. Astrobot. Horizon as a series, I'll say. Spider-Man as a series.
You can get it on PC. Not exclusive, you can get it on PC.
Well, a lot of them go to PC now. That's like, that's not entirely fair.
Yeah, but none of them are exclusive. None of them are exclusive anymore. Like, they weren't even exclusive for that long.
And risk setting yourself alight. It's better to let it burn free.
The new one is on PC now.
I don't know. Maybe at one point they used to be exclusive, and now they've adopted a thing of like everything is coming to PC after a year.
That was intentional too.
Or sooner,
Also,
maybe.
good.
Yes.
I mean, it's not bad, yeah, but I don't know.
Also, not for nothing.
No one cares.
I'm not gonna lie. I look at Horizon and I'm like, I really like the aesthetic of this. I
situation for
really
keeping
hate
the
the gameplay.
Ravenlock family in check. While
I mean, if you don't like open world stuff, that's fair.
behind them.
I like open
Google-
world stuff. I just don't. Looking at the core gameplay loop, I'm just not big on it.
I must sever.
I Google PS5 exclusives, and the first article that pops up is not only almost entirely wrong because most of these games are on PC, but the first 3 that they name is Astrobot and its various DLCs. If
Listing those
3
separately is stupid.
If 3 of your top 10 are the same game, that is stretching at worst.
That's not even like they did a big expansion. It's like they added a couple extra levels. So listing the DLC is really stupid. That's the thing, Riku. It wasn't like it was there, but it was teeny. Like they did a thing where they gave you like a level a week for a couple weeks, and they did that like 2 or 3 times. That's it.
Would you believe me?
So it's like maybe 12 new levels total, something like that. And a lot of those actually are just remixes of previous levels. So if you are an Astrobot gooner like me, that's delightful to have that little drip feed, but it's not like noteworthy by any stretch.
End. Of course. I also promised Vivian that I would help her investigate the whole thing with
Like I can think of like Demon Souls.
That's all.
Yeah, that's just a remake.
Still good though.
It's still. I mean, it is still good, but it's like.
No.
It's a remake. I mean, it's a good remake, I should say.
Did all the Spider-Mans come to PC? Is 2 on PC now?
They are, yeah.
Okay. I guess I will give you that. Like, if most of the shit is on PC now, then like, fair, I guess. But I also am just.
I mean,
I'm a guy who always prefers a console if I can.
When the Wikipedia article for PlayStation 5 only games contains mostly PS4 games that have just had remakes or remasters on PS5, that's kind of sad.
They do also have a problem with that, with like The Last of Us and stuff.
Feed My Raptor 2 is a PS5 exclusive. Oh my god, I've got to buy it.
Alright, you know what? I take back everything I said.
He loves to feed his raptor. That sounds like a euphemism for jerking off.
Who up feeding they raptor?
Yeah.
Facilitate our previous collaboration.
Yeah, Nintendo is always going to be... I mean, I shouldn't say always, who knows 20 years down the line, but generally speaking, and for the foreseeable future, they're always going to be the exclusive guys.
I think Nintendo is going to be exclusive for the rest of goddamn time. Like, they would not license their games if it made them triple the money that it did now.
Well, but like, them doing smartphone games would have been inconceivable at one point in time.
Yeah, but they have like near total control over that, so it's still like a thing.
I'm not saying it's likely, I'm just saying that like, very, very slowly, the wheel does turn.
I mean, maybe then, okay, right, 20 years in the future, you buy your...
I'll be dead,
Xbox
you'll be
Series
buying the
X
Switch
Pro.
4.
You buy your Xbox Pro X Pro Series X Pro for $5 million, and then you can play Mario Kart in 144p for the small price of £500 a month.
Is Gears coming to PS5? That remaster or whatever?
That's kind of interesting.
It's like I said,
Halo's got to remain an exclusive at this point.
I don't know though.
What does Microsoft have?
But I don't think they care. I think like that's what I was saying is I think they are going to like really lean into like we are Game Pass. Everything is an Xbox, so play your Game Pass on anything, including your Switch and PS5.
That kind of smells.
Professional medical assistance.
Why? That's a good thing for consumers, I think.
Advice.
Can't spell Game Pass without ass.
Okay.
Don't believe.
Sorry that you have internalized bottom phobia and hate ass.
I don't. It's called games as a subscription service. It's ass no matter what platform it's on.
Well, if the only way to get at your Xbox exclusives on other platforms is Game Pass, that's not ideal. But then you could still just get them on Xbox or PC.
What if I want to stop you?
True, but like fuck Microsoft.
I'm not trying to suck any company's dick. I'm just saying options are generally a good thing.
Options are a good thing until they're a subscription service. Anything that is like designed to be like a pay monthly thing right out the gate just pisses me off.
Yo, which company's trying to get their cum pussy?
Yo, they're cum pussy.
They're cum pussy.
Oh, I see.
No. To be very clear, Riku.
Yeah, I know.
No illusions that any of these companies are good.
No, I just hate Microsoft the most out of all three.
Oh, actually, I was talking with my boss today about how the shit Microsoft is pulling in like the operating system sphere.
With like Windows 11.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's worse than that.
Windows 12.
The way you said it was really funny too.
Yes, I got him.
Looks like someone's over there.
That sounds like the way that you would have said it, Hershey.
Chalk up one successful joke for Joe.
That is how I would have said it. I think that's why it got me so good.
Yeah.
I think I'm just.
Let me guess.
I have moments where I can smell your humor.
It's to do with Recall, though, isn't it? Let me guess.
No.
No, not to do with Recall, because they're reintegrating that shit.
It's more so to do with the sort of the future of what they're likely planning to do with Windows.
AI Windows.
No, they might be moving towards more of a subscription model for their operating system.
Ew.
Oh, cool. Wait, so will my fucking activation scripts not work anymore? Because that's how I've been activating every copy of Windows that I have ever used.
Yeah, effectively. I brought up the idea that history might just be repeating itself with, other companies making their own operating systems, because the idea is that, since Microsoft kind of wants to emulate Apple, in how it does a lot of things, where everything for Macs and Apple products are kind of just baked onto the hardware, and they lack a lot of customization and a lot of like user interactivity with basically every part of the fucking machine. And the idea being that since Windows is been getting a lot more involved in like the hardware side of things, that they might do a thing where it's like, did you buy a Windows laptop? Okay, well you don't, or did you buy a Microsoft laptop, I should say, or like a Surface Pro? Okay, then it comes with the subscription, and you don't have to pay for that. But if you are using, let's say, like a Dell, then you have to pay like a monthly subscription fee, and they'll probably experiment with it, because the way that consumerism kind of works is that there's a scale balance where you can annoy the customer to a certain degree, and they will still give you money. And there's a calculated formula to this, in that you have to balance it just right, that you're getting the maximum amount of fuck you to the customer, but they will still have to pay you the money.
I don't know how so many people fall for that sort of shit. Genuinely,
well, no, the problem is that's how a lot of it. That's just how
I know.
Like capitalism kind of works. Is that you have to balance things in a way that it inconveniences the customer, but not to a point where they will forego it for something else.
I know that that's how it works, but I just don't know how so many people don't just see past it. Because it's like my parents pay for like 4 fucking streaming services, and all of them have adverts. I'm like, you pay for this shit and it has adverts? And they're like, damn, you got really annoyed at that. And I was like, yes, because you're paying for it and it has adverts.
She was incapable of loving me.
But I don't know. They're just like, yeah. I mean, that's just how it is.
And to a degree, though, they have a point. In that it is just kind of becoming the status quo. For people do vote with their wallets. The problem is, what they vote for is stupid.
Oh yeah,
wait, we've seen that.
I'm very curious to see how the world goes after, like, more so the tech world goes after Windows 10 goes EOL, because I feel like a good at least 20% of people are just going to stick on Windows 10 because they're just happy with it. I'm sticking with Windows 10 on my desktop as long as I can.
Yeah,
but
me
I
too.
also think we're going to see like I think as soon as Windows 10 goes EOL, we're going to see like a fucking a resurgence of Linux like has never been seen before. I think like a good amount of people are just going to say, "Fuck it, I'm going Linux then."
No, I think a lot more people will go to Apple if I'm
I don't, because
I do.
I don't purely because of. I mean, obviously, like people that are already in the Apple ecosystem are going to be like, "Yeah, I will give this up." But people that are like already in the PC ecosystem and they have a good PC still, but not one that can run Windows 11, I think they're either going to stick on 10 or put Linux on it.
I would probably agree that once you get into PC, you don't go back to Mac.
Yeah.
Right, but you know, if Windows gets to the point where it like kind of loses all of its advantages over like, you know, why people hate Mac, if it basically becomes the thing that it basically becomes its biggest competition, then I can definitely see Mac just getting more support on things, because people don't really have that much of an aversion to Apple as they let on.
Well, I think that's what it's going to be, is like, where is the support? Because that's the biggest reason to not be on Mac, I think.
Well, I mean, I don't think that we're gonna get a level of like. I can't really call it a resurgence because Linux has been small forever, but like, I don't think we're going to see an influx of people to Linux the same way that we've seen influx of people to Apple. But I think the scales would balance a little more, where it's like Apple and Windows then become more similar in terms of market share rather than Windows just dominating. But I could also see Linux taking like a healthy 10%, because Linux has already exploded these past few years, especially with the help of the Steam Deck. It's gone from like 2% to like nearly 5% market share in the OS sphere. And I think I can easily see that climbing to at least 10-15% for computer enthusiasts at least.
Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, like, especially as more people move away from big tech and towards open source.
But hide inside a closet and cry.
What I kind of brought up is the idea that I think history might kind of repeat itself in this, and that you know, back in like the like, you know, late 80s, early 90s, there was like a large variety of different operating systems that were kind of vying for power, and I do think that if Microsoft goes with the whole like Windows software as a service kind of plan, with like monthly subscriptions, we could see other companies throw their hats into the ring. And what they make doesn't have to be nearly as robust. It just needs to have like some. It just needs to be fucking usable.
Well, that's what I mean. Where like I think I can see that being part of like the dominance of Linux in a way, because I highly doubt that a lot of companies that were going to make their own OS would put all of the R&D into making their own kernel. I think they'd probably just start with Linux and build their way up from there.
Who's going to show up this time?
Well, the problem with
like,
that comes
a
with
lot of
like,
companies already have done that. Like, so there's so many companies, including Microsoft. Like the entirety of Microsoft Azure runs on Linux, their own custom build of it. So I can definitely see that being a thing. But companies have already started moving away from stuff like that in terms of like relying on big tech for stuff. Like a lot of smaller, like medium-sized companies especially, have started moving away from using cloud services into just local hosting everything again, which I'm all for.
I found an even better hiding spot this time. Harder to find than any place you showed me.
Gonna run around and chase the shit.
So I think like Linux could definitely see some traction. I do like, I think on the consumer side especially, Apple is definitely gonna, or could definitely rather, because we don't know, take over like you said. But I think on the more like techie people in the enterprise side, I definitely think that Linux could have its heyday.
I think it depends on what the field is. Because I do know Macs are still very popular in a lot of businesses.
Yeah.
Many of which I've had to service.
Ayo.
And that is never fun. But not like that.
Oh yeah, I had to give this this MacBook Pro from 2011 a blowjob, else it wouldn't work.
I had to give it a Steve job.
Shut the fuck up.
You blow jobs.
You arrogant prick.
Don't worry, we're not doing this.
I'm Steving it. I'm Steving it.
I'm dropping it. I'm dropping it.
I'm dropping it. I'm dropping it. I'm dropping it.
There's this guy that I found on YouTube a couple of weeks ago who like uses like
Steve
a random
Jobs.
picture. No, he uses a random picture of Steve Jobs in every thumbnail he has, and it's incredible.
No, I know, but when you said I saw this random guy on YouTube, I'm like, Steve Jobs?
Yeah, no, just this random guy. I never heard of him. He's called Steve Jobs. I don't know if you heard of him.
Yeah, he's called like something Wozniak.
He's called like Stephen Bills or some shit like that. Like he founded like a Apple. I don't know.
Apple.
Oh, they made the iPhone, some shit like that.
Yeah, they made the
iPhone, iPad, iPhone, iSmack. Like
they made the iFreak.
they made the iPhone, iPad, iPhone, iSmack.
They made the freak. They made the freak phone.
iPhone is the freak phone.
The true poetry has never been said.
You gotta be a freak to genuinely be like a big fan of iPhones.
We meet again.
Yeah.
My friend.
I've been thinking about switching phones, funny enough, but
Yeah, you've mentioned a couple of times. You're still thinking about that Motorola.
yeah, the freak phone.
Yeah, the Motorola Z Flip 5 or whatever.
Yeah, the one with the built-in auto blow.
True.
This time it's about Serena.
That would be hilarious, walking around with a phone that just has like a giant flashlight strapped to the back of it at all times.
Don't they make like accessories that let you do that?
Accessories, yes.
I will say, I've always been really weirded out by like flesh-colored sex toys.
Yeah. I've always thought the ones that are like made to emulate body parts and like grim.
No, I like that. I think is more understandable, I suppose.
No, I mean like when people get like the flesh-colored ones that are like designed to look like a mouth, a nose. It's like you are freaky. I don't like you.
That's so innocuous to me.
I don't know what that word means.
Like it doesn't bother me in the slightest.
I'm not gonna yuck anyone who likes those. It's just for me, it like I don't like it because to me I view those things as like tools.
Wow, I can't believe you talk about bottoms that way.
Well, no, it's a sex toy that's different. It's like.
So you want to fuck a robot?
I mean, well, yeah, but like, when it's just a flesh-colored pussy, it looks weird.
And they did not succeed.
I mean, we're not the ones to ask about pussies looking weird or not.
I am.
I don't know what they're supposed to look like normally. So.
Chat, I'm judging your pussy right now.
Chat, is this pussy?
Chat, do my flaps look normal?
Chat, that pussy gets 5 big booms. Boom!
Father not blame you for the incident. He praised you for it.
Chat, if I made music like DJ Tony, would you listen to it?
To be fair, I don't really know his music.
If I made a full album that was like DJ Tony, would you listen to it?
Managed to live up to. No.
DJ Brap and Fart.
Perfect opportunity.
DJ Toenail is.
I guess you would be DJ Tobin.
The group who framed you and almost beat him.
DJ Toenail.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Oh, you should have seen the expression.
This fucking inner demon shit that's happening right now is so goofy. Like, imagine you went inside your own mindscape and your fucking evil, fucked up version was just Aloe.
I don't remember that.
How?
Like, you know, just a little non-threatening guy.
Is that supposed to be his, like, evil, fucked up version?
Oh, well, now it actually looks like evil and fucked up, but it was just a bang boo before.
Also, what do you mean non-threatening? Aloe can be pretty threatening.
I mean, like, he might threaten to blow you, but, like, beyond that.
He almost fucked up that one guy.
Me?
No.
Oh, the guy at work.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
The tough customer, if you will.
Right, the innocent street man that Aloe assaulted.
Just like that day.
Yeah, the guy who didn't very, very loudly call me effectively useless, like behind my back, as if I couldn't fucking hear him.
I know what it like. Everything about that
I don't
story.
know how you can be. I don't know how you can be that unaware of yourself.
I don't think he was thinking like, "Oh, he can't hear me." I think he just thought like, "Oh, this little fucking service bottom like has to do what I say no matter what."
But that's what I mean. I don't know how you can be that unaware of yourself, as if like
I do know
you are this all-powerful being where no matter what you say to anybody, they can't stop you. Especially when you're fucking 5'2" and made out of glass.
It does seem like in retail you run into a lot of people who it's like their first time out in the world.
The problem with the phrase "the customer is always right" is that
they're not
what the original phrase was. The original phrase was "the customer is always right in matters of taste," and it got cut short so that companies could make themselves sound better.
Yeah, the customer is always wrong until proven otherwise.
The customer is always right in matter of taste basically just means they can buy what they want if we put it on sale. But companies took off those last couple of words to be like, nope, they're always right. I tend to go by the motto, the customer is always a knobhead unless proven otherwise. So
I wonder if like SpongeBob popularized that at all, or if this was a problem long before then.
No, this is not an epic SpongeBob reference, and people are getting inspired by.
I wonder if SpongeBob popularized burgers. Like I actually don't think they were a thing until before.
Oh my god, you're so mean to me.
No, but bro, do you remember the SpongeBob episode where they go and breathe air? I wonder if SpongeBob.
No matter how much you deny.
Listen, I could see a scenario where a cartoon like popularizes an existing phrase and then it becomes much more ingrained as a result.
The strongest deserve to live. Only the strongest deserve to rule. This is the
I think you're giving it too much credit.
I'm probably wrong. I was just speculating.
The first recorded use of something along the lines of "the customer is always right" was in 1908.
Okay, so I'm off by nearly 100 years.
Yes. Apparently they had a similar motto in Japan around the same time, which directly translated to "the customer is a god."
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's insane.
That like
was one in...
we have some like I think we have like "the customer is king" or something like that.
That was the one in Germany around the same time period. "The customer is king." They're directly translated. Apparently, the first people to properly popularize it was well, the first like public like publishing of it was in Boston. It wasn't like a direct quotation, but yeah, 1905, the Boston Globe published something along those lines. And then, ironically enough, about a couple of years later, press in the UK said, "This is bullshit," effectively. The British press ridiculed the project and its policy, unheard of in London, that the custom would, quote, always be right. That's fun. Yeah, so I guess that's the difference between the UK
God,
and the
how
US.
long is this fucking acid trip gonna go on?
Me when weed.
Seeing you
Epic weed.
means this never-ending nightmare is finally over, right?
I knew a guy in college who
I don't want to
weed.
hear something like that
no,
from you.
he claimed that he would get
no idea
contact
what
drunk.
that man, my father, is really like.
Excuse me?
A person who
I mean, the
stops
guy
at
was a
nothing for
weenie.
their own interests and ambitions.
Contact
Just
drunk.
like what you're doing right now.
He always
And what do
he
you
always
think
got
I'm
in my
doing this
face
for?
about
All of this
how
was
rich
part
he
of your
was.
plan. You knew
Was he
where
actually
Raven's
rich or just
family
being a
was going to
dickhead?
be, so you
I mean,
sent
his
Mockingbird's
parents were
target
rich.
there.
So I
To
guess.
seek revenge, you plotted to
Wow.
assassinate your own
I mean,
father,
kind of
but he
both.
was too vigilant. And
Sounds
you
like a really
failed.
pleasant person.
After almost
Showing
yeah,
off
no.
how
assassinated,
wealthy he's
your
not and how
father
wealthy
was
his parents are.
furious and locked everyone in the
yeah,
hall, but was unable to find the assassin.
he was kind of a cornball
And
too.
what
I
a coincidence
just
that
hated
a
the
hollow
guy.
disaster just occurred in the
Sounds reasonable.
vicinity.
He
So he used it to eliminate all the
he was a
unfamiliar
canon
faces
event
there,
in my life.
turning them into
I
victims
see.
of the hollow.
Because
An easy feat
when I was like a
for the
freshman in
Ravenlock
college, I thought
family.
puns were really funny.
So,
And then he started
one
doing
who
them, and I'm like,
killed
well, now I hate
innocents
them. Now
was
they're
my
lame.
father,
Um,
not me.
and that's
Fair.
why I now
You knew
I'm
what
not
choice an
like
extremist
I don't
like
like
him
puns
would make.
anymore because I'm just
You
like
used the
this guy
chaos
is
to once
so
again
lame.
attempt
He
an
ruined it.
assassination.
He'd also feed his
This
cat
time
with a
you
spoon.
succeeded.
Apparently,
You killed your own father.
I don't know
at the
why,
cost of innocent lives.
but he was very proud of it.
Admit it,
Like,
Hugo.
bite,
You
bite,
don't
bite,
care about
or-
anyone else. The only thing
I guess,
you care
yeah.
about is your revenge.
That sounds like a lot of
How
work.
is that any different
I don't know. I
from
never
your
watched him
father?
do it because that would involve me going to
Enough.
his house.
That sounds
You
like
should have.
Aloe. You'd be like, that's how I'm trying to be.
But he wouldn't say something like that.
No, I don't need all that.
What?
Yeah, a buff, handsome man hand feeding you. You'd say no to that.
The other me.
Yes, I can feed
Hidden
myself.
deep within my heart.
I get anxious having people like eat.
Yeah, you know what? That's true. You do.
I've been waiting for you, my dear.
Let alone someone like actively feeding me.
Grown accustomed to this
Enough
place,
tutorials, please.
even turning the tables on me.
Just as you
What are
said,
you doing that's giving you
you're
tutorials?
me, and I am you.
Opening menus.
There's
Apparently.
no such thing as having
Oh.
control over oneself. We are ultimately one and
Oh,
the same.
come on. You may really not want me coming back to this
Then you should
game,
know
bro.
what I want to say. When you and Lycon split, you didn't even try to clear up the
Oh
misunderstanding.
god, there's a blonde man on screen.
Or argue
Yeah, and his fucked up inner demon.
Yeah, I'm not looking at that.
Yeah, because that's you.
No.
We've talked about him before. He was here last time too. You want to suck this man who is a vampire and sucks other people.
More suffering into this world.
I mean, it doesn't take much.
Right, that's what I accuse you of constantly. Just a blonde man with a penis.
Yeah. I mean,
It's too late. You already said yeah.
They've got to be like attractive at a baseline as well, though.
Just like what you said.
A hot blonde man with a penis.
Yes.
Were those words really just
Such a critter.
There we go.
to slay the dragon? You must first become
I'd prefer if they weren't a dickhead as well.
claws, winding fangs, and strength enough to destroy.
Yeah, but if they gave you their dickhead, you might just quietly suckle and not pay too much mind to it.
I don't think so.
And instead seize the first opportunity to kill your father. None of what followed would have happened. Innocent civilians wouldn't have died. Your partner wouldn't have lost an eye and both legs trying to save people. And Mockingbird would have never gotten to that point. You can save more people.
I must have opened Windows or something and it's still somehow affecting me because my nose is just like getting runny.
Me when I see Windows 11.
I've spent countless hours in regret over that incident.
Yeah, me when I see Windows 11.
So why not submit
Yep,
to your true
that's me.
nature?
Yeah, that's me.
You want to be
When I
the
see Windows
judge,
11.
jury,
You're probably
and
wondering,
executioner of this
is this me when I see Windows 11?
And you
No, it's me when I see Windows 12.
I wasn't
Just wait until they make
responsible
Windows
for
13 to
father's
make it
death.
green.
The true
What I hate
mastermind
about
is my
all this
uncle,
shit is the fact that Microsoft said in like
His
2014
schemes to kill the
that
head of
Windows
the
10 was
family
going to be
were
the last
also
version
he
of
could
Windows,
take
and they were just going to give it
control.
constant updates.
Mockingbird was
Yeah, you can't believe anything
enough
anyone
to
says
get
ever.
caught up in it.
I mean, I think we all knew that wasn't going to be true, but I kind of hoped it was, because I really do like Windows
A
10.
single person's death, regardless of who that person is, wouldn't change anything. Of course, whether it's
I'm gonna go
Tops,
brush my
the
teeth, I'll be right back.
Mayflower,
Okay, buddy.
even the entire world,
Make sure you
it's
floss.
actually all the same.
No, just because you said that.
Used to be dragged down
Do you normally?
You said that.
hatred
No,
any
I don't have floss. It doesn't
We've
fit
just-
between my teeth.
We just talked about this.
Stubborn idiot.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Floss not fitting between his teeth is such an aloe statement.
Have we not come
Fuck do you mean? Fuck do you mean?
Like, you say these things about yourself sometimes that are so, like, absolute fact, and I'm like, is that true, though?
Yes.
I don't believe you.
Like, it's floss. Surely it can fit between your teeth.
No.
I don't believe you.
Listen, before I had braces, my mouth was so crammed with teeth that they had to remove 4 of them just to give me braces.
You've built an impenetrable
But, like, it's floss.
your heart, keeping everyone out.
I gave you a perfectly reasonable explanation, and you've gone, yeah, but no.
Yeah, but no.
I don't know what a brace's mouth is like, but it's hard for me to fathom teeth being so tight that you couldn't get floss in between them unless you're like actively in pain or something.
Believe me. They are.
No.
The most ridiculous thing
Right, well, that's your decision.
that you want them.
Hey man, that's just your opinion or something.
You stay
I mean, ultimately, I probably shouldn't be like a man and doubt what you're saying about your own body, but it sounds so outlandish that it casts doubt for me.
No, well, I'll be a man. I'll be the man.
Hi, Megasonic. Thanks for the follow.
You're wrong
I just
about your own body.
I just don't know what to tell you. Like,
your own end. You care about their safety.
You can
well,
tell us Gong Gaga.
Now, the problem is,
me Gongaga.
the problem is you're kind of woke. I hate to say it.
Oh,
but
you are right. You are right.
He is kind of woke in DEI.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he's
I mean,
little-
like, women be shopping.
women be shopping, and aloe be not flossing.
Women be shopping. I be slopping.
Let me show you what
I be topping.
Okay, right, yeah, and then you continue to say that you're first. This is the woken DEI. I'm gonna
You
go
sucked up all the bottom energy. It's not my fault.
You know, I can't even say why don't you suck on my member, because then you'll be like, okay.
What do you mean? That's like a very gay thing to say. Of course you can't say that.
Whatever.
I mean, you could. You could just say it.
No. Send your
I love how rent-free I live in your head.
your stupid agenda wins. You and your pink hair and your pronouns.
Yeah, my he/him pronouns.
Yeah, your he/him pronouns. Well, here, I got some news for you, buddy. You may be he/him, but I'm him.
Man, he's cool. I do need to pull for him.
Letting you consume me would be the real betrayal to my...
You're just afraid to admit
The problem, though, is I can't imagine how he's gonna, like, be better than Miyabi.
too scared to face your true self and what you truly desire.
Although I guess this totalize thing is like a unique mechanic he has.
Are you trying to kill me? You think you can just get rid of me? Without me, you are nothing.
For what it's worth, thank you. Don't be afraid. You and I are inseparable.
So I guess the moral of the story is if you have issues to work through, just
as I am
take drugs and tie yourself up in a warehouse. And it'll all work out.
That does sound pretty awesome.
Fancy words won't change anything.
No. It's not just platitudes. I finally understand now. Some pain only.
Like I'm just putting this together. His fucking evil version has like a trillion. It's very funny.
So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore. Weakness, hatred, malice, strength, forgiveness, justice.
Those sure are nouns.
Hugo, it's time. Hugo, you...
Did I scare you? I made it through. I won. No praise for me, my dearest partner.
I mean, what did you think? The dog was going to call you a good boy?
This is...
Maybe.
Just like what I saw in my dream.
Perhaps.
Ah, my former partner.
I feel like you, since you like Ben Bigness.
I wish someone would call me that.
Are you sure?
You brush your teeth. What a good boy.
How about we fight? I'll show you how recovered I am.
No,
Hershey, get him.
Used to fight someone who is
No.
in medical attention.
Why did you sound so scared? No, no.
I was putting my retainers in.
Please. Anybody
I'd
with
rather
the
you
air.
not starve to death.
No, don't make me sound racist.
I'm fairly certain
No.
this is the same kind as Ben.
No.
Don't let them know.
Just gone too long.
Don't tell them.
It feels a bit uncomfortable.
I feel like you'd really like the Kung Fu Panda guy they're adding because you like
Now
Ben
tell me,
Bigness.
What exactly
Jack Black?
happened in the
Yeah, they're literally just adding Kung Fu Panda to this.
Going a bit crazy.
Jack Black?
from-
I don't believe Jack Black is the actual voice actor, but it's
Were
Steve
you expecting anything else?
Yeah.
from Minecraft.
it's just Kung Fu Panda.
I did have a very long dream.
Oh,
A
Steve
dream
from
about many
Minecraft.
things from the past.
I
If I had to put it into words, it would be like giving myself psychological therapy. You seem like
I'm
you'd
waiting for
benefit
it on
from
Blu-ray.
some too.
I'm
How about it?
waiting.
We don't need to wait. We can watch it before then.
Yes, we do.
I'm a
Yes, we
pro.
do.
You're a creature.
Seems you really have recovered.
Yes.
Well,
You can still buy it on Blu-ray, but let's watch it when it's available.
Aloe is
pretty
just
great
trying
right now.
to
Like I could argue with you all day
appreciate
on every petty
and
detail of
preserve
who exactly
media
was in the wrong back then.
through,
I wanted
the
to
physical
ask.
release. All right.
I'm trying
You
to
said
see
about
Steve in
Mockingbird
4K.
before, when you faked your death.
You should
Was
be
that part
proud
of the act?
that he is
Oh,
undertaking
you
it,
mean
the
the part about how
Herculean
Mockingbird has
task
never really changed
of
anything or saved anyone.
preserving
buying-
media.
Didn't expect
I'm
you to still be
undertaking,
so hung up on this.
I'm doing a great service for humanity here, buying a 4K Blu-ray.
He can buy a Blu-ray, but it's going to be silly if I'm like, hey, we can watch the movie, and he's like, no, I have to wait for the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Which is what you're going to do, and it's going to piss me off.
Because then we can watch it in 4K over a 720p disco stream.
Reject the things you've done.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Mockingbird.
Yeah.
I have contemplated
But I can watch it in 4K.
Yes.
You could also watch it in 1080p before then.
Genuinely managed to cause trouble.
Over a Discord stream? There's no way that shit's 1080p.
Could be.
No, it couldn't. I don't think I've ever seen a Discord stream that's more than like 144p.
Oh my gosh, you're so fussy.
That's not fussy, bro. Every time you share your MacBook screen to me, it looks like I'm watching something from the past.
Well, I'm not usually sharing my MacBook screen. And actually, I don't know if you've ever mentioned that until we were talking logos a few days ago.
No, it's always like that. I just don't normally complain.
Okay, well then, evidently the Mac is the problem, so I just won't share anything important on there.
1440p screen looking ass, and then the moment you screen share it, it becomes like dial-up quality.
More value to me.
I'll dial you up.
Whoa, what does that even mean?
I don't know. I'll call you.
It means he's going to.
Let's catch up later.
It means he's going to hit you with the bite of 87.
Oh, true. You don't even have my number.
I could probably get it.
How?
I don't know.
My dear uncle and the Exaltus fanatics likely would not give me
Well, then
such
you
an
can't.
opportunity.
I could.
If all has gone to plan.
How?
The fish will have
I could just wait until we're in Japan and then stalk your phone.
very well.
Damn.
I'll soon have
What do you mean
solid
stalk
evidence
my
of the
phone?
Ravenlock
You would have to
family
like fucking.
Well,
First of all, the last
thank
time you
you
used
for
my
your
phone, you said I
assistance,
fucking hate your phone. So
Probably.
I don't think you would even be able to find where my phone number is.
I could figure it out, I'm sure.
I don't think you could.
I'm not such a
Considering that you
boomer, I
couldn't
couldn't
even
figure it out.
You couldn't figure out a fucking keyboard.
There's a
so-
difference between being annoyed it's not intuitive and like never figuring it out.
Oh, it's intuitive. It's very intuitive.
And don't
It's
slow
just
me
an Android.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I hate
it
the
is.
green Android 13.
You hate everything that's intelligent, and Androids are
Hello.
intelligent. Yes.
Hello, what were we talking about earlier?
JPEG
Me with
Mafia.
no iPhone. My
Me
face
when-
with no iPhone.
For some reason, like every other fucking 5 minutes, every time like some shit like this comes up, I've been doing the baby 2 fingers to my forehead, like while saying it.
You are silly.
Why?
I don't know why. Like it's not like you can see it, but I think it's funny.
Now I'm just imagining like rendering some video and just randomly stopping what you're doing, putting the 2 fingers to your head.
You probably
I
would.
mean, I'm just like laying in bed on my laptop at this point, so it's just like you say something that sets off like a fucking 3-minute stim session, and then my brain just goes, "You've got to touch your forehead. You've got to touch your forehead."
The Alaprex bed stream.
That'll be a very uneventful stream.
I'm sure you've heard about the missing workers
I mean, you
from
could
companies
do that
under the
while I'm
Ravenlock
doing
family too.
Oh, well then we'd be competing for viewers.
No,
And it
just
depends on how long.
that's like I said earlier, the Hershey Alabama Goon collab.
Workers with them
It depends how long you can go for, I guess. Because if I can sleep for like 10 hours.
You know, I
Come on,
lost my
let's get
shit
them out of here.
when Go sent me a thing of when that guy made the mod for Ultra Kill, where whenever you take damage, it would be a butt plug that like vibrated.
Oh yeah.
And people added that to Elden Ring too recently, which.
Al, that would be such a killer stream.
I hate that I have to say
No,
this
it
now.
fucking wouldn't.
I hate
Don't
that I have to
push
say
this.
this now, but I really want to play Elden Ring, but not because of that mod.
Kill them!
when you told me about the Ultra Skill one, I then streamed Ultra Skill, completely forgetting about that. And then he was like, "Oh, I see why you're playing this."
I was gonna say, you say that as if you're like, "Oh yeah, I completely forgot about it," but I did mean to do it.
It would be pretty peak if you did it too, Hershey.
I don't think it would be. I think you're projecting a bit there, Joe.
Nah. No, because if I wanted a butt plug, I'd just put in a butt plug. I don't need Elden Ring for that. Like, I just think it'd be funny for someone to stream that.
I'm sensing projection.
You sense a lot of things.
Maybe. But like, I'm
With your whiskers.
specifically sensing projection. I shaved.
No, I mean like your cat whiskers.
I shaved.
Is Hartman behind this too?
You didn't shave your whiskers off?
I did. I'm clean shaven.
He threw them into the hollow like offerings for the exaltists.
You realize that like stubble here is called whiskers, right?
Yes, that's true here too.
Yeah.
But you're kidding.
There's more over there. Let's hurry.
It's different this time.
The
Don't
burdens
rush
which
in.
I bear.
Let's listen in on what they're saying first. I still need
The loads
direct
even?
evidence to ensure the plan is absolutely foolproof.
I wish.
Although I guess you wouldn't be bearing loads, you'd be twinking loads.
It's all real, right? All we have to do is follow you into the hollow for some simple tasks and
The Rizzler.
real suspicious.
Shut your trap. You keep yapping and asking questions.
The new iPhone.
If this is all so suspicious,
Oh,
why were you so
the new
eager to
iPhone.
sign up for it?
Because I don't have a choice.
iPhone
My daughter was previously
17.
caught in a hollow disaster and suffered severe corruption. The treatment costs have completely drained her
$7
family's
million.
savings.
Inflate your prostate.
iPhone 17 comes with LED pre-installed.
Who would risk taking a job like this unless they were desperate?
Now, instead of using face to
matter how
scan in,
suspicious.
you can now have the
long as I
phone
can get
stab
paid,
you to provide a
I'll
blood
do
sample.
anything. Even risk my life.
We've replaced Face ID with Arse ID.
Wait,
You now need to do an anal scan
Based.
anytime you want to open your iPhone.
Based.
you're part of a big company in Tops.
We've also replaced 5G with 6G. It's the same thing as 2G, just there's 3 of them now.
But before we start, you all need to take this medicine first.
Siri will now never turn off.
Siri is now always listening. In fact, she always was, and you knew this, we just never told
Really
you.
be doing this already?
Now, not only will Siri always be on, but she will now be actively part of all conversation.
The sooner it'll be over.
She just participates from your pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you and Go are having a conversation about Digimon, and she's like, I know things about this.
There's tons of people who'd kill for something like this.
Exactly.
She just starts like reading a Wikipedia article about it from your pocket.
This is essential medication.
She starts talking shit about you to other people while you're there.
She starts talking shit to other iPhones on like a local Bluetooth network.
You won't receive the compensation either.
Lycon, what are you doing?
Man.
Rescuing those workers, of course. There's clearly something off about those pills. We
The
can't
new
let them
iPhone
take
comes
them.
with a built-in
Now is
EMP
not the
device
right time.
to disable
As I
itself
said, we need
instead of
more
a power
evidence to
button.
ensure the plan works.
And as I said, many
Introducing
years
the
ago,
iPhone
you can't
18.
exploit
It
innocence
now
to
comes
achieve
with
your
no
goal.
buttons, no connectors,
so
no
that's how you
speakers,
see it.
no screen,
If
no
that's
battery,
not what you want
no
me to
motherboard,
think, then
no
explain
CPU,
everything
no
to me.
chassis.
All right.
iPhone.
It's a
No
little
call
complicated, but simply
functionality.
put, these workers will
No
be
bitches.
fine.
No.
Of course, it's your choice to
It
trust
now,
me
it now
or
comes
not.
with no phone, no bitches, no charger, no
Try
box.
to rush in.
You just get the plastic wrap.
I will stop you.
I trust you.
But we did put a headphone jack back in.
I thought, oh shit! If companies actually started putting headphone jacks back on phones, I would be significantly happier.
I could see that coming back. Absolutely, and then they'll just talk about it like they're solving a problem they didn't create.
Also,
No, Apple will never bring it back. It's far too profitable for them to keep them away, because then everyone has to bin their AirPods every 3 years and buy a new set.
Well, yeah, without legislation.
Like, you realize that like the same presentation where they introduced the AirPods is also the presentation where they unveiled the first iPhone with no headphone jack.
We're the ones here to
Like
stop
that was a calculated decision.
Sure.
They created a problem and then sold people the solution.
I think I prefer the
And
way
then
you used
Samsung
to
made fun
fight.
of them and then did the exact same thing the next year. It's the same as when they removed the charger. And Samsung was like, Lamau, iPhones still come with chargers, and then a year later they were like, we're doing the same thing they are. Because we really believe in the same mission of charging you the same price for less stuff.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Something, you will own nothing. And
Be happy.
I guess. Who cares?
Ravenlock. Savor the name while you can.
Take back
for it will
control,
soon
liberals.
cease to exist.
What's that supposed
Give
to
me
mean?
your semen.
It means exactly what I said. I think
The Alaprax statement of the day.
while you can. You still have a chance.
Listen, it's a free market. I'm taking control of the sperm bank market.
Is that
The bank
really
is
what you think?
me.
Your ass.
I saw the compassion on your face just now.
Accepting deposits now.
Right.
The bank is.
That's why you were assigned to these trivial tasks.
The bank is me.
In reality, there's no
your
need for you to
ROI.
be playing this boring game for them.
A kiss on the cheek.
I would like to take out a loan.
ROI.
To the Ravenlock family.
Repeated oral insertion.
You always have a choice.
Oh.
If you're willing
Oh.
to act.
ROI.
Alright. Let's end the small talk here.
Olives, intestines.
Don't worry, Lycon. I didn't hit
Yeah,
them
good
too
one,
hard,
Hershey.
just enough to keep them.
Yeah. Thanks, Hershey. High five.
How's that?
Damn,
Acting's
Hershey,
pretty
you
good,
looking
right?
mad thick.
As always.
Damn,
You
Hershey,
beat me
that's
to it. I was
good.
gonna
Oh my
say,
God,
hey,
Hershey,
this is
what are you
the
doing?
Hershey bomb
Oh,
doujinshi.
Hershey.
I'll
Insane
leave the
back
rest
shots,
to you.
Hershey. Oh my God. Thanks, Hershey.
Yo, self-cessed? Hershey self-cessed?
True.
What the what? Shit, pull it out. Sorry, Hershey. Yeah.
Sorry, Hershey, I can't have gay sex with you. The gay boys are gonna make fun of me.
As you can see,
Sorry, Hershey. We'll
that worker
finish
just
this. We'll finish
now
this one
was
soon.
actually an informant.
Yeah, no, nothing
The pills were
like
Sorry,
that.
Hershey, we'll finish this on the next. We'll finish this on the next stream, and we just won't tell them.
Outside of this batch, some workers have already taken the actual substance heart.
No one will know. Trust me.
But rest assured,
No
the
one will
antidote
ever
for it
know.
is already in development. I found the best in the
God.
field to help, and with the data I collected before,
Can you
we
imagine?
should have results soon.
Imagine if you will.
I wanted to ask.
What, self-cessed? I have.
Decided to lock yourself in a
Imagine if
room
you-
and endure
Ew.
the effects of the drug.
I mean, I'm not even hot, but like, it's just a thing you do.
Also to collect data on
No,
the
it's
site
not.
in order to create.
But you're fussy, so you wouldn't.
It
You know, I
seems you're
argued
not
with someone earlier
completely
today about
beyond
this.
hope.
Not self.
We've had big conversations about this on stream before.
Yeah, we
Well,
will.
no, so
Sometimes
basically,
I
what we were
wonder if
arguing
you know
about
me at all.
was
Then
it was
have one
it was a
last
stupid
question.
argument, but it was one of those things of like,
why did you
oh
never tell
yeah,
me any of this back then?
their point was that
The truth
people only like
is,
dating people that are like
I heard
into
everything.
the same stuff they're into and their
That
own
entire
like subculture. And I'm
conversation
like,
between you and Jack.
no, people just like people who are interesting.
I feel like the existence of straight people
Small
disproves
attic.
that whole shared interest thing.
When Jack called you aside and
No.
gave you those
Because like
No.
every ball and chain marriage is not that.
Go down the wrong path.
Oh, I actually have a thing
That's
to
right.
say about the fucking ball and chain thing.
Never
I
said
shit you
anything.
not. I was at work yesterday and there was a meeting and they were
What would
talking
I
about
even
this
do?
one guy in the office.
scream and rage over
Um,
your suspicions,
who
or
had
get
this
on my
running joke
knees
that
and
people
beg
kept
for
finding
you
funny,
to
and I
trust
don't know
me?
why they found it funny.
You know there's no way
the
I'd
joke
allow
was just
myself
that,
to do
like,
such a thing.
Sometimes you just
Besides,
gotta put a stake in the
back
old
then,
ball and chain, and
even
I don't.
was
And then
confused about myself.
people laughed at that,
Jack,
and I was confused because
It's all
my
in the
dumbass thought he
past.
was
You don't
calling
need
his
to
wife a
explain
vampire.
anything to me.
Wait.
Because
Enough.
Now I'm
because-
confused.
I'm
If we're
confused.
going
I
to
thought
put
he
this
was
over
like
the
talking
past,
about
we should
stabbing
find
them
a
or
more
some shit.
suitable location.
Yeah.
no, he meant taking her out for steak.
Oh yeah, I thought you also meant like
Oh.
put a stake in the ball and chain to like, I don't know, hold it in place or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's what I thought they were saying. And
Sometimes I just gotta feed my bitch of a wife a steak.
It was a scheme Hartman
Sometimes you just
devised to
gotta
take over
stab
the
your
family.
wife. That's what I thought he was saying. I'm
Well, I
like,
was
oh my
thinking in
God.
metaphorical sake, but
Who killed my father?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think I have to put a steak in my fucking
I
wife,
discovered the truth
like
long after
a meal. Sometimes you just gotta feed my wife. That's funny.
That was probably the joke, but I didn't realize he was talking about food until they were like, yeah, and then he would take a, and then they would go out for sushi or something, and he'd be like, sometimes we just gotta put some sushi in the old bowl. And I'm like, oh, he means, oh, they mean steak like the food. Okay. And I brought up, I'm like, I thought he was just calling his wife a vampire. I'm like,
When the misogyny is so strong, it's fucking indecipherable.
Yeah.
I
mean,
longer
shit.
care to personally
If
deliver
my
that
wife was a
fate.
vampire, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, but you also wouldn't be calling your wife the old ball
More
and
reasons
chain.
to hook up with Aloe.
Important things
No,
to do.
I mean, I wouldn't be calling her the old ball and chain, but I'd be chaining her.
I know we may never agree on that.
Yeah.
No, I would never chain my wife. I'm
I
sorry.
once wanted to fight
What if she was into it though?
ugly truths that defined me, but
What a freak.
I discovered that the more I rejected them, the more painful it became.
Define chain.
So
She wants to get into really elaborate medieval roleplay where you have her chained to the side of a barn and you do things to her.
I would look into
'Cause I
many
was-
control options because it's like we.
I will never become like my father.
We would never be able to have like
Like a Hartman.
a kid that can take us
You said
seriously.
chain, and I was thinking like
You've changed.
A leash.
leash.
But I
Yes.
think it
Yeah.
might be a good thing.
Kunai with chains.
Don't patronize me.
I know where your brain goes, little kitty.
Compared to before.
Mhm.
I still disagree with Jack's words.
Oh, sigh.
And I won't forgive your betrayal.
Fuck,
think I'm
I've
doing
caught
my
myself.
first son.
I've caught myself doing that at
I
work as of
believe
late.
is
actually.
Going, sigh.
Even if I must.
Yeah,
tread
like
with
I'll
thorns
sigh and then say
through them,
sigh out loud, and nobody has heard it before, so they've been finding it
I
quite
will
funny.
also allow you to
No,
choose your own
I
path.
that's just a running bit me and Go do
Should
every
I say
single
thank
time.
you?
That I'll just be
You're
like,
welcome.
oh, sigh, and he'll be like, what's wrong with this, Mr. Mom?
Come
And I'm
to
like,
think of it,
no, I actually
we
have nothing to
haven't
say.
talked
Like, I just want
your
to
legs and
sigh, I
I.
guess.
It was just an accident.
But then 9 times
Not
out of
your
10,
fault.
when Go does it, he'll be like,
I'm doing
oh,
well
sigh,
now.
and I'm like, what's wrong?
I
Go?
hope
He's
you
like,
are
there's no
too.
Mario in the real world.
On the contrary, perhaps I.
He is right. He is right, actually.
I
Yeah, I know.
misjudged you.
I've never met anyone called
I used to
Mario.
think you wanted power.
Oh, I went to high school with a Mario.
All you did was for your own
That doesn't
ambitions.
count.
There's a Mario at where I
Pass
work.
judgment on all in this world like a god.
Is he a plumber?
Yeah, we saw that.
Mine was a hockey player.
Or you could say.
No, he's
that
not a
in
plumber,
this
he's a
world,
consultant.
Everyone is their own god.
A plumbing
There
consultant?
are many things that we are powerless
He's the
to
consultant
change,
of toilets.
but there are also
Yeah,
many
is he a
choices
shitter
we can
consultant?
make.
He like walks into the toilet. He's
Just
like,
as I
"Yep,
said
that's a
before.
toilet."
Then he walks into the toilet and he's like,
And the
how's it
only
going,
one
man?
who can
Like, what's
kill
up?
me
He goes, "Oh
or
my
save.
god, you shit in that thing."
Bathroom attendant deluxe,
think
where they
that
like
way.
give you therapy.
Let's go. I still have one.
Yeah,
last
they give
thing
me
to
therapy
do.
while I'm taking a shit.
Yeah, getting
To
therapy
witness
while
the
taking a
end
shit
of
sounds
Ravenlock.
insane.
That's just called
Listen,
leaving, that's just called leaving your headphones on.
as
Taking a
you
shit, which I do very
release from your body, there is an emotional release that is triggered, and then the therapy works.
Yeah, that emotional
You
release
really
is
think
called
you can
poop
take my
coming out
place
of
if
an
I
ass.
Remember, you filthy bastard! Your little tricks mean.
I mean, I don't usually get emotional when I shit, but you do you.
Family stands. I can still get back on my feet.
You know, funny
You
enough,
still don't get it, do
have you
you?
ever felt anger while shitting?
This was
I felt anger last year when I was like really constipated for a week. So I felt anger for the absence of it.
That'd be pathetic.
No,
I felt
Why don't
fear when I shit,
Why don't
but
you
I never
take a
felt
look at
anger.
this?
You are such a prey animal.
I felt fear.
This, I don't know
On
what's
behalf
going
of Tops, I'd like to clarify that we had no involvement. Oh my god.
Damn.
I love
Listen,
I love
I
this
just-
game.
I don't know what's going on back there. I don't really want to know what's going on back there. When it's just when it starts making some sounds, and I'm like, that's a lot going on back there.
Bottom phobia.
Oh.
No, it's when like you fart and
Allow
shit
me
at
to
the same time, and
reintroduce
there's a lot of noise, and I'm like, that's concerning.
I'm the name people whisper about.
Man,
The one who robs the rich and gives to the poor.
That is why Germans call toilets poop and farts, after all.
That is not what they're called in German. There's no
It is.
way.
No, toilets called poop and fart.
I'm the
It's
leader
not.
of
Poop and fart hit.
You're
The
lying.
one
typing
who
in chat.
turns every
You're lying to
headline
me.
into
Poop and
my
fart hit.
own stage.
That's what the
I
German
have
word for
friends
toilets.
who'd catch me if I fall.
Yeah.
Partners who
You're
shed
lying to me. I'm not
tears
even
for
gonna
me,
look it up.
and allies
You almost
who always
got me to
have
look
my
it up for a
back.
second, and I hate you for that.
This is devious
What
cat
do you mean?
behavior.
No, it is real. I just
You're
found it
the
really
one
funny.
who needs the Ravenlock name.
No, it's not.
I never did.
Fucking lying to me.
No, r/ Germany.
You get
You should
r/
have never
Germany.
You flatter me.
I'm on
r/
r/ Germany. I don't understand a word of this, but it says poop and fart.
Just explaining any argument, like, oh yeah, r/topic.
Oh yeah, r/ Germany. Yeah, that's how it works.
You've done well.
German
Vivian.
Reddit be like r/
You
und
had
I
better
die
give me an
Asshole.
explanation.
Oh my god,
And
I
here
fucking
I
see.
thought this would be a
Okay,
touching
I don't speak a word of German,
What's with all the
but
anger?
I can
Hugo,
understand enough
I'm a
of this to
member
be
of
like,
Blackbird
okay,
too, and
I see
warned you
it. So,
again.
what? The question is like, do people actually
I
call
don't want
toilets
you
poop and
or the
farts?
people you
Like, is
cherish to
roughly
get
what I'm
caught
getting.
up in danger because of me.
I mean, I know birth
I've
control is
always been
anti-baby
selfish.
pilling.
So I don't
Which-
hesitate
Yes.
to use
That
And
one's good.
there's
variables
a
in my plans.
there's a comment
It is because
that says
I am
something
selfish
roughly
that I
along the lines
also
of
don't want my
American
failures
humor.
to
They
affect
find
my
Dutch
treasured
fascinating.
companions.
Oh no, they find
In
German
any
fascinating.
case, if you were in the same position,
I mean, yeah, kinda.
would you not make
I'm
the same
trying to like
decisions?
pass this. Yeah,
Lawcom's
America,
taking care
the
of everything
nation.
outside. We should
Yeah.
go. Also,
Boy, don't
Yeah, I
don't go into
very.
the cave.
And I'm sorry
Someone
for the
says
whole
no,
night where
it's
I
toilet.
threatened you.
So yeah, no.
It was the only way for Hartman to
Oh
drop
my
his guard.
God.
We are kind of a toilet right now.
I fucking love that like like this is actually kind of easy to decipher. Like,
It's
Uh,
well,
no, that's-
English is a Germanic language, so there's a lot of cognates.
I know.
I thought English
I
was
just
a
find
Latin
this really
language.
funny
Master
that I can see like
Although it is late, there is
I don't know.
English
I must
word,
leave you
and I know that means poop is an English word.
Did you know about Hugo's plan to fake his death and everything that's been happening, Lycon?
English is not a Latin
I was simply playing
language
along.
per se. It's
After all, I couldn't determine whether
it
Hugo's
has
plan
roots
posed
in
a threat to
Latin,
you.
but so do
Was
most
Hugo
other
the
Germanic
mayor's late
languages
friend,
because we all use
and I am
Latin
obligated to
characters
protect you.
for our writing system.
You still have that
English
habit of finding
is like a
awkward excuses
combination
when
of
you're
like
embarrassed.
German,
Mr. Hugo
a bit of
Vlad,
French,
if you have any
and
important intelligence to share,
Latin.
please do so with
A
haste.
big bit like I mean,
I need to return
fucking
to rest
everything
before
really.
midnight.
Like the Romans invaded England at one point, the
You
Nordics
two
invaded
sure
England.
Close.
The
For the
Scots
sake of
and the
certain
English
old
work
fossil
together on a
sleep
lot of the
schedule,
British
I'll keep it
Empire.
brief.
So
I learned from
like it's
Camille
just a
that Dina
lot of
intends to embed the
bits and
sacrifice
pieces
core
from every
into
other
the
language, but
sacrifice.
mainly German and Latin,
Apparently, it will make
all
the
wrapped up into
sacrifice
one
much stronger.
fucking mess of a language.
Sacrifices created this way will not retain their minds and will indiscriminately attack all living beings, including their creator. So the Exaltists don't do this. It would bring them no benefit. But Dina's concoction
Damn,
can
you know what?
control
That's so
people's
real.
minds. If a person takes the pill and
Accidentally
is
Something
sent
in
out
injected
game.
with the
the
serum
greeting
Landon
template.
left
Yeah,
behind,
because
the sacrifice would be
that's
under
what I
its
do
creator's
when I reach out to
control.
anyone for like a
Although the
an
dormant
IT
sacrifice
ticket.
has been
I
destroyed,
got tired
Dina
of just
found
typing
batch
out a
of that
message to
serum
reach
her
out to
father
them, so I
created
just wrote
and
I
wants
just
to
wrote
create
out
new
a message one time of being like, "Hey X, I saw your support ticket for this. Do you know when is a good
Putting
time for
aside
me
the
to reach
sacrifice
out?"
for now.
Or
Hartman's
to
sacrifice core is
meet
fake.
with you to resolve the
We
issue.
don't know where the real
And
one disappeared
before I
to.
send it, I just change
The
X to
real
whatever their
core
first name
has
is.
always
Um,
been
Oh yeah, I
Because I
managed
got
to do something quite
really-
similar.
Here?
Really sick
In
of
Lord
typing.
Bacon's video store?
Vivian,
I also saw something
do
on
you
Twitter
remember
that
when
made
I
me
suggested
upset
you give
because
that
I agreed with it
collectible to
until
our
like the
dear
last
Proxy?
word I read
I remember.
of like
But that was just an ordinary pendant.
it
And
was
I've
it was
met the person
some
who
lady
submitted
being
it.
like
She has absolutely no connection to the
since the
Exaltists.
IT guy just rolled his
How about
eyes
our
at your
dear
ticket
Proxy
and
take
tab
out that
moved to a
pendant
different
so we can
tab
take a look.
to what was it r/mildly infuriating, and once I read r/mildly infuriating, my smile turned to a frown so quickly.
I'll take your
I was like,
surprised
oh,
expressions as
thanks,
a
you
compliment
reminded
for
me
my
my
little trick.
Field is filled with Redditors.
Oh, yeah.
I will hand over this core to the
My
mayor
managers do
as
something
agreed.
kind of similar at work, though,
Since
with
he fulfilled his
like having a
promise to
copy
protect
paste. Because
Vivian
there's
and the
something
manager
they have to
while I
do
was
at
pretending
the
to be dead.
end of every
won't
shift
go
called
back on my
handover, which is just
promises.
telling the manager for like the morning what's been done
No
and what
wonder
needs
the
doing
mayor
and
would
who's
promote
done what.
rhetoric favorable to
And
Mockingbird.
all of the
I can't
managers
believe I thought
just
he
have
was
a copy
actually being
paste that they
sincere.
put in, and they just change like 2 or 3 of the things. Because
Since we have the
realistically, the
sacrifice
same
reward,
things get done
all we have
every
to do
morning
now
and
is
every
stop
night.
Dina from using innocent people to make more sacrifices.
So you don't really need like all the fine details for
And we
anything.
need to destroy the last batch of Landon's serum.
Also,
Hopefully with no options left, Dina will give up her obsession.
All right, that's the
I
important
hate
stuff.
to admit,
I'm going to go and confirm
I
where Landon's
absolutely
serum's been
do
stashed.
have certain people
I'll contact
that
you again once I
when they
have
submit
something.
a ticket, I absolutely do roll my eye.
Are they just, like, repeat customers or something?
No, I'm just like, oh, with this motherfucker again.
Yeah, I'm that way sometimes, getting DMs from certain people at work.
It's like, dog, you break your shit like every other week.
Yeah. It's like I feel like I have that fucking shit with my parents at this point. My dad, for like a week straight, was messaging me every day saying that his laptop wasn't working. And I'm like, well, the laptop that they have in their pub that runs like the music. And I was like, I am at work right now. I can only do so much. Like, it was too busy of a day one day for me to get involved with it. Like, I couldn't remote in because I didn't have time. And by the sounds of things, my dad, who has basically never touched a computer in his life, was trying to give my mum, who is a secretary, like advice on how to get it working, and she was just like, "I'm not listening to you." 5 minutes later, she had it up and running.
Be somewhere nearby.
And he was like, "Yeah," and that's it. He was like, "Yeah, that's why you listen to me." And she was like, "No, that's why I don't listen to you." So,
Oh, I got the policeman.
You pulled Jian?
To make her move.
No, this guy.
Chingy?
Don't worry, we'll clear them out.
Oh, Seth.
Seth, yeah.
Just say the cat boy.
I don't know what he is.
He's
not even at this part of the story yet.
He's a cop, but yeah.
let me see him.
He is pretty cute though. But like the cop uniform, I don't think is cute.
Let me see him.
Look at Hershey stream.
We need to take care of the guards first. Some of the serum is stored in this warehouse.
I like his little exposed shoulder, but the rest of
Yeah.
him is too covered.
The rest of the outfit is kind of
You're not taking anything from here.
He has an older brother that he keeps mentioning though, and I think we maybe saw that brother eased for like upcoming content in version 2. The problem is he's not going to be like a cute little subby cat boy, because Seth kind of is that, even though he's a cop. He's like the sub, because they ship him with Jane Doe.
Who?
The rat girl.
Did it actually call her Jane Doe?
Yes, because she's like undercover, so you don't get to know her name. She's like, because you know there's the factions, right? So there's the cop faction, and then she's with him, but she's like their undercover.
Why do you keep fucking twirling him like that?
Because
I think it's funny.
He's a kitty. You gotta spin the kitty.
I couldn't tell if you were doing that on purpose or not.
I mean, well, you think I'm reading this fast?
No, I thought you were like doing something, and I just couldn't tell what.
Booning.
Either way, I think
This is nice.
it's crazy that they would ship a cat over to
Yeah, like I've said, my take on that is they fundamentally misunderstood their own character, because they made a gay bottom and then said, no, you're with a straight woman.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, wrong.
Fortunately,
I like
since
her.
they're still here, it means
Vivian?
Dina hasn't executed the final step of
No.
her plan.
They give
Oh, Jane, yeah, you would.
Stashed around here.
They give her a fucking pose in the menu where it's just a shot of her ass straight at the camera, and she looks back at you like, yeah, you like that, don't you?
Her trailer was very sexualized. Like, she is meant to be sexual.
I mean, look, you give me any woman with like short dark hair is like, I'm barking, bro. What do you want me to say here?
Far more troublesome.
I just why do they have this shot where it's just right up her ass?
Well, the question is, why don't they have that shot for the boys, or like lighter specifically?
Because they have one where the cat boy's smiling, and that's good enough.
I do like it when the cat boy smiles, looks at you with my big wet eyes.
Stop saying wet eyes.
Well, I don't want him to be dry.
That's a new Yu-Gi-Oh archetype, is wet eyes.
Big wet eyes.
Who knows what she may try?
I don't know how much longer you guys are going for, but you couldn't tell my voice is not feeling well. So
I'm pretty much done. I've just been fucking around.
I gotta go for like another 40 minutes to finish the quest, but you guys are welcome to dip as needed.
Yeah, my voice is not feeling very there. So I guess we'll see how I sound in the morning.
Yeah, I hope you're not too strained.
Greater
Yeah,
power means
so.
more responsibility.
I'm
I'm
just
sure the mayor
enjoying
would
the
be
view.
able to provide double compensation.
This would be a perfect time for me to like fucking record an ASMR audio or some bullshit if I did that.
Yeah, deep fried Brits that you can goon to.
This would be the perfect time to start a Valorant. Oh,
Actually,
wait,
no,
he does that. Oh, they do have the same pose.
Oh, you are right. Actually, yeah, I could.
I guess he's taller, or her back is like arched more or something.
No, I think they just put the camera.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Or at a different height.
No, yeah, the camera for her is staring at her ass.
Because we
and
couldn't
him,
show a
it's,
cat boy
like,
ass,
above
that'd be
his
lewd.
waistline. Yeah, it's above his waistline.
This is the future I saw.
They can't do that for men because only men play these games, and it would be gay if they did that.
There is some, I don't think it's MiHoYo, but there's some new gacha coming out that is like all boys, but not like Deep Space, like an actual game, but it's boys. But I refuse to get into another gacha after these two,
Yeah,
except for maybe
you're already
the
into
other
12.
one. What do you mean 12?
This is a nice pose.
Yeah.
Just admiring a cat boy.
No, it is.
Well, I mean, I'm just reviewing the poses. Because
For being a cat boy, his tail is actually like quite similar to the one I have on my avatar.
Yeah, he's
There
less you than Goro, but he's also you.
What do you mean he's less me than Goro? I'd argue he's in terms of like looks, at least he's more like me.
Looks, yes, but Goro's more of like a subby little fleshlight.
You said this guy was.
Yes, but Goro's more.
He's just fucking making the dance.
I know.
Hold on.
Can't believe he's gooning for women.
Do the Macarena, do the Macarena.
Wait, hold on, Joe. Don't worry, I got you.
Oh, wait, should I have gone in that hole?
Wait, shit. What am I supposed to do? This one. Wait, no, wrong button. What is it? This one? No.
What are you trying to do?
No, shut up. I'll do it in a second.
I can help you if you tell me what you want.
No.
No, you'll find out. You'll find out.
There we go. There we go. I got it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna jiggle Ben.
Don't say like that.
Well, I mean, you're jiggling him.
I'm spinning him. It's different.
It
It's
must
much
have
more
been tough
manly.
for you to find this place.
Oh, he's going so fast.
Vivian, if you had stayed out of it, I wouldn't be so eager to get rid of you. Those people have been taken to safety. You're all out of options.
They're just mere test subjects. So what if they get away?
There will always be people consumed by greed, and therefore, they will come willingly to me. In any case, What are a few sacrifices in comparison to the completion of Father's grand ambition?
I like how like all of the ones that I've seen so far have like really dynamic poses, except for one where they were literally just spinning on the spot.
Which is who?
It was this one.
I don't know.
I think.
Gave hope to those who had everything.
Yeah, Envy just.
Oh, yeah, because she's meant to be like reserved.
Rejoiced at the hope Father offered.
So that makes sense for her character that she'd be less flying around.
You were no more than an omen of disaster that no one.
But there's another version of her that's a separate character, so maybe that one does fly around more.
For existing. Do you remember the first time you bestowed a blessing under Father's guidance? How did you feel when that person looked at you with adoration and gratefulness? That was the first time you felt hope. Your existence had a purpose. Don't forget that it was
POV, the cat is silly.
through what you call deception.
The fucking stream's not loading.
What have you done?
Yeah, why have you not been around like that?
Basked in Father's attention and everyone's adoration.
Happy.
Do you think that by leaving
This is honestly, this is way better. This is more fun than I was having with the game.
Of
Way better than the actual game, just fucking around.
Oh yeah, this
Soldier's another reserved one.
Yeah, I don't fuck with this character that much.
No, the clone girls are boring.
No, but this one I like a lot.
Just an ungrateful
Yeah, of course.
who brings misfortune to those around her.
You just like the beat you up women.
Destroyed everyone's hope.
I mean, I like women with short hair, so that's also a thing.
Short-haired beat you up women.
Oh my god, wait, hold on. You can Beyblade this one.
Holy shit, the speed. Oh my god. Yeah, she's getting speed.
It actually looks like she is.
Particle accelerator.
Live a better life beyond the hollows. What you and Landon have done was
I can hear your controller squeaking.
hope, but exploiting it.
He's Caesaring it. He's Caesaring it.
Deep
I'm
down,
Caesaring.
you know what Landon did was cruel.
Wait, holy shit. Wait, hold on.
Back then,
Oh my god,
when
why is there so
Landon
much
wanted to
jiggle?
inject you with the serum,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying.
plain as day.
Like, I am no expert, but it feels unrealistic.
As righteous as you claim.
Unless they're wearing, like,
Then why
no
did you
bra.
make such
But
an
even then...
expression?
I need games that do this with balls.
Father did nothing.
Those are gonna have to be some rather large sacks.
Yeah,
also fully
or just a really
support
close camera.
streams.
I also fully support that because I think it would be funny, even if it doesn't turn me on specifically.
Yeah, give Goro like an unnecessarily large schlong and just have it dangle around in there.
Give who?
I don't understand.
Goro.
Oh, Goro, yes.
I don't understand the stance against it because even if you're straight, it's funny.
See, but you are vastly more secure in your sexuality than most guys.
Yeah, I guess.
That's the thing. Like, it's I don't know that it's even that because like I remember, you know about like the fucking cyberpunk menu penis.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like how you said. I like that phrasing though.
Well, that's the only time you see it.
I remember like seeing something on r/cyberpunk about how it's like entirely unfair that the smallest penis option on there was like around average length.
Yeah, I remember people fussing about that too.
Right, like 2 inches, right?
Yeah, something around that.
Honestly,
and
that
I'm
might
like,
even
damn.
be long.
They-
You could hold on. You could make him spit.
that there's no way to get
I'm like, how do you care that much? It's not even like insecurity in sexuality. It's simply just not wanting to be reminded of like anything that could be like remotely similar to themselves.
This hope becomes reality. I watched you grow up.
It's insecurity just overall.
Holy shit, he's just like Sanji.
And I
Yeah, he is kind of a lot of similarities there.
hands. I know the pain of loss.
This dude's name is
So I've
not
always
Lighter.
felt guilty.
Yeah.
I want to atone for the hope.
I don't really know why.
I'm surprised.
But Dina,
He's the hot boy. His ass has some jiggle to it. His ass is the male eye candy.
and I don't.
Okay.
Not that you
Do
can
they-
really see
do
it
they
much here in
not-
the menu.
Do they not all have some jiggle to it? It kind of looks like they could jiggle on fucking everything in this game.
I would have to look, but given that half of the men aren't interesting to me and there aren't many of them to begin with, he is like the sexual object for gays.
I just don't want
His
So
gauntlet
the
is
cat
kinda
boy doesn't
cool.
have any ass jiggle.
He also used to like box, so there was plenty of like art of him shirtless and stuff.
I passed that point
I
ages
actually
ago.
do like his
No,
gauntlet thing. I
Dina.
think it's really cool.
You
The gauntlet's a bit
Yeah, it
silly.
was really uninteresting, I
be
think,
your
though.
way back.
I like it. I like that it's like a.
Where are you
It
going,
looks
Camille?
somewhat engine-like,
I made a deal with Hugo and the mayor.
and it being on the
If
wrist
someone
rather than
needs to
being
take the
on the
fall for
hand
this,
itself is a lot more
let it
interesting.
I feel like
I
you'd
probably have more
like
complaints
playing
against
as
the
him
hand.
because he just does like a JoJo's like what thing,
Oh yeah, just like a boxer style.
but like very rapid.
Oh, this is the
I
one that
colluded
raps,
with
right?
the
This is the one that
Ravenlock
has like
family
the.
for my own gain.
None of them rap, but she has that song.
It was under duress.
Yeah.
Since I've kept her captive for so long, she doesn't have the skill
I don't
to
know how you
survive as an
like are able
independent
to make
member
them
of
go so
society.
fast.
She'll
Literally,
need a
when you hit
caretaker and teacher,
the triggers,
someone who'll look
it changes
after
the
her
menu thing.
and educate her.
I
and
know,
it-
but it's just like they start out at one speed and they just keep getting faster.
Dina,
Oh, her animations are actually very
I'm going to
nice.
dispose of
She's
this.
cool. I like her. Mine is not very good. I need like a better weapon or something on her.
So many physics.
You can't leave me. I command you. You've always
Subway.
followed my orders.
Wait. Actually, hold on. Let me go
Follow
back
them
one second.
now.
Her
It
last name is
wasn't
White. Literal
your
white woman.
orders that I've been
Walter White
following.
be like,
My younger sister.
that's actually Walter and Jesse's daughter.
Yeah.
Also
My name is Bernice
had
White.
such
Yo.
beautiful red
Yo.
hair. When Landon told
I don't have my
the creator
soundboard
could
on
bring
me.
hope, you were
No, it's
standing
fine.
there,
The sound.
What,
played.
Aloe? What was that?
I was certain then and there that this was
He said he doesn't have the
hope creator
soundboard on
had
him, but
given
I'm like,
me.
it's fine.
Oh,
The
yeah,
sound played
never
in my
mind.
head
Start
anyways.
over, Dina. You still have so long.
This man
so
is
much time.
kind of generic looking, but I don't mind it.
Cleanse
He's a little hot, but yeah, he's like a boy fail.
and make many
What do you mean?
beautiful memories.
Like
What do
he's
you
a
mean?
boy.
Look at him
He's
go.
a pathetic man.
So am I.
Yeah, but you're not a boy fail because he's like
Well, then
he's like
define
lazy
full.
and doesn't want to put in effort, and he tries to get out of work and stuff. And you're like a hard-working little fella.
Sorry, Vivian.
Oh, well, that's fine. I can take care of him.
She is perhaps the bappiest lady on the cast.
Jesus, yeah, you don't fucking say.
I like though how Aloe somehow you've turned now into the like I'll take care of you guy because he's a boy fail.
Yeah,
You're gonna go put bread on the table and then get bread.
yeah, I can do that.
You're funny.
These ethereals first.
Wait, Joe, what was the word you said? I don't know what that
Bappiest, as in she has the biggest baps.
Go to waste.
Oh, I've never heard of that term.
Yeah,
I
it's a
believe
British
that's an
thing.
Aaron from Game Grumps.
It's a British thing.
Not where not in my head.
It's a British thing.
I'm not getting it from you, at least.
No, but it is a British thing.
This outfit is nice though. I do like the outfit.
She's really good. I
feel like-
use her and Miyabi, and I fucking shred everything.
I feel like her chest pocket might be a bit pointless.
She has handlebars on her ass.
Yeah, I know. I like her a lot.
Yes.
I mean, there's no. That's just a statement. That's true. She has handlebars on her ass.
I don't see them.
Are you satisfied
I mean, honestly, with
now,
how
Vivian?
she's built, I probably don't
You
even
were
need
the
them.
one who brought yourself to this point.
Damn.
Hirsch, did you ever watch
Losing my
Darling in the Franks?
losing Camille.
No.
I
Do you know what it is at all?
come into my
Yes.
Okay. Aloe, for you, it's like Pacific Rim, but with horny high schoolers.
I don't know
So
what Pacific Rim is.
you put a boy and a girl inside a mech to pilot it, because you have to have a boy and a girl, and then the girl like bends over and she has handlebars on her ass, and well, it's more like a weird controller thing that comes out on either side, and so then you like grip that, and that's how the boy drives the mech.
First time you took my place.
So the boy drives the girl and the girl drives the mech.
Yeah.
To receive the blessing.
That
Because it meant
seems
you were different from all those other
kind of
people.
pointlessly
Stay
complicated.
with me.
It's kind of weirdly horny, but it was a fun anime overall.
You took the attention
Two-factor
that should've
authentication.
But
is what
it was like painfully heterosexual though, because it's like they all have to discover like what having sexual feelings for the opposite sex is like, and then they all fucking pair off and have kids, and it's like, go be gay or something. What are you doing?
No, they got two-factor authentication. It's necessary.
I'm gonna call having sex two-factor authentication now.
You would look at me and shed tears.
Well, no, because it's two-factor.
Oh, I've seen this one on Twitter.
It's two-factor because he needs to drive the girl to drive the mech, like how you need a password for your password with 2FA.
For causing my father's death.
I've seen
Sex
this
would
one
be
on
single-factor authentication.
Yeah, she's pretty voluptuous as well. I feel like you'd like her and let her kill you.
I mean, yeah. But I do like this though. I hate the stupid fucking cape.
Well, she takes it off. She does take the cape off.
No, I know, but it's just like it looks like she's trying to get the shit off me.
Was more useful to him. Vivian.
Originally, I thought you were talking about like the really stiff animation when you go between them slowly.
Hated by anyone you encountered. You were
And then there's Cass.
recognition from everyone.
This is not Cass.
What do you mean? It's Lolita. She's Lolita as fuck.
I mean, the styling is, but personally, when I think of Cass, I think of just tiny with an eye patch.
Coleta, also Piper a little bit.
Oh yeah, Coleta's cool. I like her design and story a lot.
Yeah.
Though I just like Bellabog in general. I think they're pretty cool.
Bellabog.
Anything else.
I'm freaking triggered.
It is what little
Whoa! Oh my god.
What, the ass jiggle?
Holy shit!
Listen, that's tactical.
unnecessary.
That helps her in the field.
I'm sure. I'm sure that they didn't choose to have these poses on these screens for a reason. I'm very sure of that.
I should end stream.
all there is to my world.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
If it were men's bulges, you would get it.
Save me.
But like, what exactly? So why can't we have them?
Because they hate us.
Why don't you understand?
MiHoYo gave us Goro the Living Fleshlight and nothing else again ever.
Oh, this is probably a spoiler for me, isn't it?
Kind of, I guess.
Everything Camille did was so you.
They've really hinted at this though, so like it's not that. Because you look at Anby and later, and not later, Soldier 11, and you're like, oh, why do they look the fucking same? Something's up with that.
I mean, I did think of that. Oh, I've also seen art of this one.
Oh yeah, Pulchra.
Okay, come on. All right. Okay, no, that's much.
Bruh.
Okay, all right, dude.
She's pretty babulous too.
No, you don't get it. It's just. It's just the design language of the game. It's not like, it's nothing like, it's not goon material, like the devs would never do that.
To be so pitiful. I won't apologize.
This is Aloe if he were a woman.
No, the fuck it isn't.
Yeah.
What, if I was a woman, I'd have giant boobs and a huge ass? I don't think that's how it works.
I still really like Ellen.
I don't want to hate.
Yeah, no, Ellen is great. What art on Twitter has showed me is I like her in everything but a maid dress. I don't think she looks that great in a maid dress.
I think it works. The outfit is fun, but casual clothes too.
The outfit is fine. I don't know. Maid dresses just don't do much for me. Now Ben, bigger.
Ben in a maid dress.
now that.
Vivian, I will keep hating you. I will take all who are precious
Hold
to
on,
you.
I was trying to.
I will also hate Camille. So I won't do as she wished and start a new life.
I mean, at the very least, though, Aloe.
Yeah, there was like 4 men in this game.
There's like 6 or something like that.
That's a big complaint. Yeah.
Pretty slim pickings.
It's let me see, 1.
I think there's Kung Fu Panda's gonna add 1 more to that,
3.
but he's an animal man, like an actual bear, so I don't care.
Oh wait, my bad. 4. I skipped him because he's so feminine.
So in terms of human men,
there's like Anton, Seth, Asaba, Lighter, maybe just those 4 for human men.
Wow.
So there's 7.
Human men. Billy doesn't count. Ben doesn't count. Panda doesn't count.
Billy doesn't count.
He's a robot, but not even in a hot way.
All right, well, 1, you're just wrong, and 2, that's a species.
He's got that.
I am the biggest robot fucker you'll ever meet, but Billy does nothing for me.
Okay, so listen. You can't count Cat Lady if you're not gonna count fucking the Wolf Man.
Lycon kind of. I don't know, because like one, I'm not into bears. I guess if you like bears, Ben is great. Lycon kind of works for me, but I think he's way hotter younger.
Whether or not he works for you doesn't matter.
No. It matters very much. You see.
No, it doesn't.
Whatever. I am very tired, and so is my voice. I'm gonna get to bed.
Okay, right, night, kitty.
All right, I'm done too. I'm gonna freaking. I gotta be up in a few hours.
Yeah, gotta go Goonda Pulchra.
Which one is that again?
The one that I said Aloe is a girl. The biker.
Yeah, the
biker Maine Coon.
Jesus! Oh my god. All right. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, R34.
No.
No. You sure?
No.
R.34 / Alaprax.
That is not a thing.
Yeah.
I am going to bed. Good night.
Night.
Good night. I am also dipping out.
Yes, night, Mr. Bomb. Thanks for hanging.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Anytime. I will see you Friday, and we will smash.
Not like that.
Remains to be seen.
No, plus ratio, plus get owned, liberal. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
I just want you to remember me when I looked my best.
Vivian!
No, I hate the shit where the chat doesn't carry over when I switch scenes. That's so annoying. Oh well. We'll be done shortly.
You had to see.
I guess I could just go back to this.
I don't want to be the one that only brings misfortune anymore.
No. There's got to be another way.
It's so warm. And the night is beautiful.
Don't die, Vivian. Oh yeah, my special eyes.
I can't end like this.
Wow, so we're actually reversing her corruption. Pretty OP. That's gonna be significant. That's a good cliffhanger to end like season 1 on, or whatever they're calling this.
Wise, you're finally awake.
I'm at the store? I remember I was with Vivian. Wait, she injected herself with Landon's serum. Is she okay?
Hugo and Lycon brought you out of the hollow. You scared me to death. Thank goodness you woke up. And you said Vivian used the serum on herself? But she looked fine to me, bar a couple of scratches. Hugo sent me a message earlier saying he got her checked over and she was all right. Do you remember what happened?
The situation was dire, so Vivian used the serum on herself to defeat the ethereals. I saw the crystallization process starting to occur. I can't describe exactly what happened. I saw something blurry, but I just wanted to stop Vivian's corruption process. I don't know exactly what I did, but then I lost consciousness. What happened after that?
When I let Hugo and Lycon there, it was just you and Vivian lying there on the ground. We couldn't wake either of you. Let's put that aside for now. Do you feel any discomfort-wise?
No, I'm all good.
I'm a bit dizzy, but otherwise, I'm fine. Don't worry.
Phew, that's good. You should rest for tonight. Hugo and Vivian said they'll come over tomorrow, so we can discuss the details then.
Okay. Sorry.
He sounds pretty wiped, though.
Good night.
Lord Phaethon! How are you feeling? No headaches? Leg pains? Heart palpitations? Loss of appetite?
Vivian?
I was just so worried. Sorry. Anyway, Lord Vathan, I'm so glad you're okay. What happened this time was all my fault.
Things were dire, and you did what you had to. Plus, if it weren't for you, we wouldn't be here now.
So what happened? Why said he saw the crystallization process start? But I didn't see anything through EOS. Hugo, Lycon, did either of you guys see it?
Allow me to explain. Miss Vivian told us what happened after she awoke, and the mayor arranged a full medical checkup for her. Based on the results, Miss Vivian indeed shows mild corruption sequelae. But if the crystallization process had already started, the lingering effects should be far more severe. To be precise, if the process had already reached the point of mass surface crystallization, it should have taken no time at all to become an ethereal. So, the mayor theorizes that it was the etheric energy within Master Proxy's body that affected Vivian's condition and the surrounding etheric particles, causing Vivian's corruption to recede. Essentially, corruption is a reaction between the etheric particles inside the body and in the surrounding environment. Therefore, it's not necessarily irreversible, just that currently our mainstream method of defense is prevention.
I'm having a hard time believing that, even if it's coming from you, Lycon. It's almost like you're claiming I can manipulate etheric energy.
Well,
Master Proxy, you are special. This is a gift your teacher left you.
A gift from our teacher? How come I never knew about it?
I don't know all the details, so I cannot explain everything to you. My apologies. However, Miss Yixuan might be able to answer some of your questions.
That's
She will
the
visit
Void
you
Hunter girl?
sometime soon, so please feel free to ask her any questions you may have. She has quite an eccentric personality. If she causes you any inconvenience,
I'll be just fine. Everybody loves me.
With you if she does.
Master Proxy, you have always been a people person, so I trust you will handle things just fine.
The way you said that just makes me more worried.
In any case, the mayor has asked me to give everyone his most sincere gratitude. Unfortunately, the mayor could not come personally.
Is this the same little shit mayor from the beginning of the game, or did we elect someone new?
Provided it's within his means, he will offer his unconditional assistance once. There is no time limit on this favor.
Unconditional, What if I wanted his position as mayor?
If that is what you desire, then the mayor and his subordinates will be first in line to vote for you in the next election. As for the other votes, you'll have to work for them on your own. But should you assume office, I hope you take full responsibility for handling all day-to-day matters and lead by example. By sheer happenstance, the mayor has provided you with a copy of his current assignment, the City Waste Sorting and Processing proposal.
Lol, get wrecked, Wink.
Old fox.
Well, can I request Lord Vathan's...
The mayor imagines you might ask. I have prepared all the necessary documents, and the ceremony expenses will be covered by the mayor as a gift. As long as Master Proxy agrees, we can sign and process the documents immediately. But this matter requires mutual consent and cannot involve coercion, confinement, or one party's lack of consciousness.
Stop! I would never do that to Lord Vathan! Probably. At least not today.
As for you, Master
Love you,
Proxy,
me.
the mayor has some sense of what you desire. That said, he hopes you might speak with Miss Yixuan first before you decide the timing of that favor.
Ah, video store vibes with noodle smell. Sounds nice. Very cozy. Why head upstairs when I can fucking teleport? the last season 1 epilogue. Oh, I guess both of these parts with the mockingbirds. Sure. Okay, well, I think we're done. Or maybe there's still a little bit here. Or literally just that last text blurb. No, we still gotta talk to Belle. We're pretty close, though. We'll go raid Cass and see if we can get in there before they raid us. I didn't realize they were doing Night in the Woods tonight. But I guess they're busy with their schedule trying to, like, do that and some Leafy streams. Yeah, let's go yap with her for a bit. Is she another Anby clone? Or like the original? She feels like it.
It appears
The original would make sense.
gem.
Like try to clone a Void Hunter.
A spiritual entity? His name is Howl, and I guess you could count him as a neighbor of mine. Is there anything special about him?
No, I was simply a bit surprised. It's rare to find such an intelligent individual of this breed.
Even huskies can be really smart, like Howl.
You're right. Yet, being overly intelligent comes at a price. It must stay here for prolonged periods of time, parted from its owner and unable to move about freely. Both a blessing and a curse. However, it seems quite happy. We've strayed a bit off topic. Since you're back, let's discuss our partnership. Nice job. Good air circulation, excellent layout. Very suitable for a business. Your bamboo here are also very energetic. It seems your fortune is good when it comes to wealth.
Huh. You even know feng shui? I'm happy to hear that. But who exactly are you?
I suppose this is our first official meeting since parting ways in the Hollow. Now that both of you are present, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Yi Xuan, a mystic from Yunquei Summit.
Yishuan. Let's see if I can remember that. I always have trouble with the Chinese names.
Mystic? Like those people in movies who can tell your fortune and go around blessing people? This is my first time meeting one in real life. But what's Yunquei Summit? Any details you can give?
Just an ordinary sect of the mystic arts. Our disciples travel all across New Eridu and sometimes collaborate with authorities. Currently, I'm affiliated with the Hollow Investigative Association. Right now, however, I'm here to discuss a partnership in the name of the Mayflowers.
Which is her faction, I believe.
So, what sort of partnership are we talking about?
I have reviewed the documents provided by the Mayflowers. You previously underwent an implant surgery. After recent adjustments, abnormalities occurred. These abnormalities bear resemblance to the craft practiced by us at Yunquei Summit. If you are willing, I can teach you how to better control your abilities.
Better control my abilities. That sounds great, but there's no such thing as a free lunch. Since you're willing to teach us your craft, Shifu, you must want something in return, right?
That's right. Mayflower will have you join me for some investigations. Looking at my divination results, this will be a complicated and very likely dangerous matter. He's still going over the details, but should have more information for you soon. You can wait until then to decide.
So curious about her little fucking shadow bird too. I guess, do all the Void Hunters have a little buddy? This is like more interesting than Miyabi's, at least visually. Although I guess hers kind of felt interesting and then it just like wasn't. I don't know, because they never really clearly established like, ha, I'm the guy from the sword, but like what else would it be?
Please help me check my fortune.
here's my pop. Look, doesn't this thick wealth line mean I'm about to strike it rich?
I've looked it over, and your fortune is decent.
Huh? You barely looked at it, and you're already done?
You have good fortune. What? You don't believe me?
I do. Thank you so much.
Next, it's my turn. Hey, wait, hey, quit cutting in line.
So this is where you were. Who are all these people?
You're here, Wise? I decided to take a break. I didn't expect so many people to come seeking my divination services. Don't worry, I need no more than a simple spell to solve this matter.
The whole, like, traditional Chinese spiritual arts stuff feels so at odds with the very modern vibe of everything here. But I guess that's no crazier than any
Hogan?
today modern person
It seems the banish
practicing that stuff.
spell is still effective.
Banish wealth and desire? That's a spell? This isn't the kind of craft you said you were going to teach us, is it? Our video store has a business license, and we'd get complaints if we charged unfair rates.
Of course not. This is just a trick to deal with trouble. I'll take my time showing you the true craft of Yunkwai Summit. For now, let's find that shop.
So boingy. What the fuck is this one called? Rizona Boo? I'd like this one. Whatever his name is. Classic, like, sci-fi UFO kind of aesthetic. Addy Boo's cute too. Most of them are really cute. They killed it. They struck gold with the Bang Boo. Oh, that's not gonna work. We need a little bit more. Maybe this one will do it, and then, yeah, fuck the corner. I kind of like those. Those are, like, quick and easy puzzles. So when I get those, as opposed to some other little minigame thing, they're preferable.
Yishuan Shifu. The store is right up ahead.
Ah, this is the one.
Seems it's closed. Another wasted trip.
Not necessarily. 1 second, please.
Huh? Is there someone inside?
Relax. The boss prefers to do business with people they know. They like their peace and quiet, so they rarely open for customers. I'm an old acquaintance and just wanted to retrieve something.
What a strange private business. Shifu, what exactly are you retrieving?
Drugs.
Just some things needed for our future investigations. You'll know in time.
Really? Shifu, I feel like you're always so mysterious.
Rest assured, I'm not hiding anything from you. It's simply because the correct time has not yet arrived, so there is no need to rush. Since we've already obtained what we came for, let's part ways here. There will be plenty of time in the future. We will certainly meet again.
In 2.0. Or 2 point something, at least. take a break, wait for the new content wise. Ah, yes, I unlocked Mockingbird. I need to do Vivian shit now. But that is not anything to do with the main story. I think we are done. Yeah. Alright, cool. That was 1.7. Zenless is cool. Zenless is good as always. Interested to see what 2.0 brings. Hope I can pull the characters I want. Let's go raid the sheep. Okay. Looks like they're safe. They're in the middle of doing something. So we'll raid the sheep. We're gonna do Smash Bros. Over here on Friday. For like the first time in 2 years. Holy fuck. I used to feel like I used to play Smash so much, and now I just haven't touched it in ages. But I've been bad about doing multiplayer stuff. But that'll be good. I'm still kind of in like a space where I want to be doing Nintendo multiplayer stuff. Because the Switch 2 has just made me want to do that. Anyway, good night, everybody. Bye-bye.